100%.
V-CiPz on the beat. V-CiPz on the beat.
What would Pod do? Not tryna argue. They be tryna talk to me. I am like, who are you? Then I say I'm not gonna argue. But what you tryna do? Damn man, you all are fake, aren't you? Like I ask myself, I'm not tryna argue. So like, what would Pod do? Not tryna argue. I am like, who are you? Then I say I'm not gonna argue. But what you tryna do? Damn man, you all are fake, aren't you? Like I ask myself, I'm not tryna argue. Not tryna argue. Fakes are killing everything. Goddamn, are you too? I'm just trying to go and pursue the things that I do. I be out here for the bag now, to get a jag now, to pop a tag now. If you think I'm lying, I'ma never lie down, man. Always keep it true, to the point like my sound, man. If I fuck up, you can catch me Brick Town, man. Been gone from the road, but many still don't know, man. I've been gone from shows, but pretty soon I'm a show, man. I'm just trying to stay on my flow, zero trust, fam. Hard for me to open up, but everyone's closed mind. While they all think bad on me, so that's when I close mine. What would Pa do? He wouldn't argue. He would either hit him up or maybe pray for you. It's because he feel bad, man, but sorry for you. Been saying this all day, man, like who the fuck are you? I'm not gonna argue. What would Pa do? Not tryna argue. They be tryna talk to me. I am like, who are you? Then I say I'm not gonna argue. But what you tryna do? Damn man, you all are fake, aren't you? Like I ask myself, I'm not tryna argue. So like, what would Pa do? Not tryna argue. I am like, who are you? Then I say I'm not gonna argue. But what you tryna do? Damn man, you all are fake, aren't you? Like I ask myself, I'm not tryna argue. Wouldn't argue. He would either hit him up or maybe pray for you. It's because he feel bad, man, but sorry for you. Been saying this all day, man, like who the fuck are you? I'm not gonna argue. What would Pa do? Not tryna argue. They be tryna talk to me. I am like, who are you? Then I say I'm not gonna argue. But what you tryna do? Damn man, you all are fake, aren't you? Like I ask myself, I'm not tryna argue. So like, what would Pa do? Not tryna argue. I am like, who are you? Then I say I'm not gonna argue. But what you tryna do? Damn man, you all are fake, aren't you? Like I ask myself, I'm not tryna argue. V-CiPz on the beat.
My hero.
Catch me riding 95 and on my jet ski, on my jet ski, on my jet ski. Catch me riding 95 and on my jet ski, on my jet ski, on my jet ski. I'm on the bay with your bay on a jet ski. New wave so insane, Kawasaki. Making moves, no they never can stop me. Ride the wave and catch my fade from my jet ski. My jet ski, my jet ski, my jet ski, on my jet ski. New wave so insane on my jet ski. Catch your fade or run away on a jet ski.
Ride my jet ski, climb like I'm Gretzky. You know who the best be, unlike who the rest see. Be as a villain, these beats all come from coast to coast. Stacking up the paper, now racking up XXV. Stacking up these whole deep pages and backing up, stacking, tack it up. Just know that I got the refill and the re-up all the way up. Just know that I got the refill for the ski to wave the way up. You wanna ride with me at noon, but not all the way up till the moon. Rising like my highs and not the west. And you think that you're testing me right now, but I'm no Bueller. Get your daughter and I school her. This no porno movie, this that cinematic motion picture. Go 300 with the action title crashing like the victor of the waves like Slater, riding on the bass like Don Slater.
Catch me thriving and alive and on my jet ski, on my jet ski, on my jet ski. Catch me thriving and alive and on my jet ski, on my jet ski, on my jet ski. I'm on the bay with your bay on a jet ski. New wave so insane, Kawasaki. Making moves, no they never can stop me. Ride the wave and catch my fade from my jet ski. My jet ski, my jet ski, my jet ski. On my jet ski, new wave so insane on my jet ski. Catch her fade or run away on a jet ski. Hella thotties wet like they dipped in water. New jet ski press once exhaust scorcher. On the beach with a leash, that's a gold digger. Making moves in the pool, bumping new trigger. Ooh, Aquanet getting flesh. Run up a whole new check. 10 hoes on deck, and they all giving neck. Wrist shine like the North Star. She picking me up in the fall car. No headlights, no night lights. We gon' fuck in the dark. No low lives, no all cracks. My whole squad off a bar. And my flow too cold for the ice age. I got the card on watch like poker face. Back again, I be running shit. Loose lips cause I tore the bitch. Catch you riding while you're hiding and you see me on my jet ski, on my jet ski. Catch you riding while you're hiding and you see me on my jet ski, on my jet ski. I'm on the bay with your bay on a jet ski. New wave so insane, Kawasaki. Making moves, no they never can stop me. Ride the wave and catch my fade from my jet ski. My jet ski, my jet ski, my jet ski. On my jet ski, new wave so insane on my jet ski. Catch her fade or run away on a jet ski.
Real true, ayy, 100%, 100%. Real true, ayy, 100%, 100%. My scene got absolutely eviscerated. I'm not sure what happened. I had a scene all set up and it just don't know what happened. Bruh, 100%. We literally just set this up. Real true, ayy, 100%, 100%. Hello? Real true, ayy, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell happened. Real true, ayy, 100%. I literally set up the whole scene and I just started the stream and... Okay, we got it fixed, alright. There we go. Don't know what was happening. Streamlabs OBS, bugging. But yo... What's up, everyone? What a way to start the stream. Sorry for anyone who's new who watched that wackiness happen. When you're a streamer, sometimes there's issues happening in the system. It happens. But what's up, everyone? V-CiPz, welcome to the stream. We have a special episode of the broadcast, episode 44, on a Friday. Now that is a good Friday. TGIF, am I right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're going to have a great time today. Talk about some E3 predictions. We have the homies... Karl, Rocco, HunterN64, DavidCast JRPGs, and VG Mobster coming through. We'll be talking our personal E3 predictions. We'll also be talking about certain events like Microsoft, Square Enix, Capcom, and Nintendo. And then we'll talk about some of our personal favorite moments in E3's history that we fondly remember and have a good attachment to E3 for. Because E3 is one of those events that we need it. 2020... with just Summer Games Fest, absolute flop. All there was is triangles, man. That's it. Thumbs down for me, too. Thumbs down for me, too, guys. Oh, man. And shouts to everyone watching the stream. Thank you so much to Yellow Kazoo coming through. Yup. Slobs is trash. Yeah, Slobs really is trash. I need to divert back to OBS. Shouts to Chris Gamer Street. Welcome to the stream. Deceptidon coming through. Manendorf, Liquidly, Armchair, St. Lou, B-Leaf, Demi Crow. Everyone coming through. You guys are awesome. Dear Wilson, thank you guys for coming through to the stream, and thank you guys for helping us hit 10 likes. It's awesome. But we're gonna get started. Riff some intros. Starting with you, David. We'll go from left to right on screen. So you want to go first? Give everyone an intro. See anyone who may be new. Let them know what's up.
Of course. What's up?
What's up, everyone? David here. You can find me at DavidCast6917 on Twitter or DavidCast JRPGs on YouTube. I make content mostly focused on anything Atlas, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, but I'm fully aware of most news stuff, and I cover E3, all of that, so should be a good time. Thanks for having me on, man.
Of course, anytime. Thank you. So, Hunter, what's up? How you been, man?
Yo, I've been good. Thanks for having me on, VC. I appreciate it. I am a streamer over on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I do retro stuff like N64, GameCube. I do Switch stuff like Smash Bros. Ultimate, Monster Hunter, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm good, man. Glad to be here.
Dope, awesome, man. It's gonna be a great time, and maybe we'll talk about some Metroid. Maybe we'll have to find out.
Yes, I'm a huge Metroid fan.
So what's up, Karl? How you been? You were playing some crazy taxi on the way here, Karl?
Yeah, actually, thanks. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. Thanks.
Of course, anytime. Thank you, Karl. Thank you.
So yeah, I was telling everybody over on my Twitch channel that we're going to be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, thinking we were on Pacific Time. My wife told me not to leave. I wasn't listening to her, and I decided to just pull the crazy taxi move just to get here on time. But yeah, you guys can find me over on Twitch at Karl_Rocco. I play single-player content across every genre known to man. I also play multiplayer games, particularly Destiny and Overwatch, and you can also find me at Twitter at KRock_82, where I post all sorts of different news and interact with everybody as much as I can.
Yeah, man, yeah. And I know you've been playing a ton of different games on your channel lately too, K-Rock.
Absolutely. We just finished Scott Pilgrim completely solo, which is super difficult to do unless you're grinding that first level for some money and for extra life.
Yo, that's awesome though, man. I'm glad you're able to finish that. Get on something a little easier. But what's up, VG Mobster, bro? Great to see you. It's been a minute too. How have you been?
100% click in the building.
Yeah, building.
I'm feeling through hype, man. I missed it last year. I'm really hyped for it this year. Thanks for having me for V-CiPz. You guys can catch me at VG Mobster on Twitter. Like I said, I'm really hyped for Nintendo. I think Xbox is going to bring it this year. I just feel like, we need a little break from E3 to really appreciate it. So I think this year we're going to appreciate it a lot.
Definitely, because like you just said, last year we didn't have E3. We had Summer Games Fest, and as we saw yesterday too, it's better that it never existed. If we're honest.
The end of Summer Game Fest 2020, or if it was 2021, I don't know. It's a mess.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. And for anyone who's here who wants to check out their channels, I have their Twitch channel and or YouTube channel links in the description, so make sure you guys check out their channels and check them out. Hit them up with a follow or subscribe. They have all kinds of awesome content, whether it's gameplay streams, where it's covering specific games in video format, and so much more. So check out their channels. They have all kinds of content there as well. And for anyone who's new here, you guys can check out the channel. It's V-CiPz. I cover all kinds of content for those who don't know. Live streams, videos, even some music here and there. That was all in the intro. But we're going to be getting started with some E3 2021 predictions. We're going to hop right in, guys, all right? After everyone hits that like button if you're enjoying the stream today. It's going to be a long 2-hour fun stream, talk about our E3 predictions. And thank you, Crit Asher, for coming through. Good evening. And we're doing good. I think we're all doing good tonight. And shout out to Birdman. Breath of the Wild this year is this year a trust. I definitely think it could be possible, either this year or early next year.
Yeah, we're getting something at E3 for sure.
Definitely, and I think we all have our own predictions, whether it's very possible predictions, things that are likely, and then we have some of our outlandish predictions. I'm going to go over some of mine, and I have a few of them that I want to go over, and then after that, we'll go like in order on screen, so like David, Hunter, Karl, then you, VG. We're going to go in that order, but some of my predictions for Nintendo. Firstly, predictions. We're definitely going to see new Breath of the Wild. I think we're going to see a trailer, and I think it's very possible to have Breath of the Wild 2 played at the Treehouse, because they have played Breath of the Wild 2 at the Game Awards before and at a couple other prior events as well. So I think it's very likely. After that, for the Nintendo event, I definitely see a new Kirby game finally being unveiled. It's been a while since Star Allies. I think it's gonna at least be revealed. I don't know about a date this year or anything, but I definitely think that's possible. After that, you guys may not like this, but I definitely think it's the truth. No Metroid Prime 4. No Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, we're not going to see it, unfortunately.
I would agree with that.
I don't think so.
Nah, not that four.
Agreed. It's just definitely not coming. Like, not at this E3. Maybe next year, hopefully, but they're still hiring people.
Right.
Oh my god, man. Another thing, oh, shout outs. Thank you so much to the one and only St. Lou coming through with the Fiery Bakugo. If you guys got some Fiery Bakugo emotes, get some E3 hype going. St. Lou says E3 hype, baby. Hell yeah, I'm excited. It's been a while since the last E3, like 700 days. 700 days too long. That's what I'll say. But if anyone wants to show some support to St. Lou, get those Fiery Bakugo emotes in the chat going. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. I think there's going to be Triangle Strategy gameplay, Project Triangle Strategy. Who here is interested in that?
I am. That looks dope. Octopath Traveler was cool. And looking at the trailer that we got before, plus the demo, I think they're going to try to have a bigger emphasis on characters and story, which is a good thing. Because in Octopath, I think that was one of the issue. Because other than that, music, gameplay, art style, everything was fantastic. So I'm excited, and I think we'll see it too.
Definitely, because like with Octopath, the issue with the story was like the stories didn't intertwine until the post game.
Yeah, and even then, I was like, eh.
Yeah, the only time you see the good story parts of Octopath, because I love Octopath, it's really just in the bar, in that bar area you go to in each town. That's where you get most of your social interaction between the team.
Yeah,
but those are all definitely possibilities. I think it could be possible for the Treehouse as well, which I think that's awesome. Can we talk about that real quick? Not to hop over into that topic already, but 3 hours of Treehouse is pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
I think there's going to be a reveal there too. To be honest, I think they're going to do a game reveal at it as well.
That'd be pretty dope if they could.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, I want to say SMT5 Shin Megami Tensei 5 will be shown with that November 2021 release. I think that's a definite. That's definitely happening. There's no way it's not. It's finally going to get a new trailer. We're going to actually see a deeper depth of the gameplay. Maybe we'll see that at the Treehouse. Who knows? But what do you think?
I don't know about the Treehouse. It's definitely there for sure. Like during the show, during the direct, but I don't know if it's gonna be a Treehouse game being kind of a niche RPG. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that we all hope to see. We hope to see Metroid Prime Trilogy though. We're not gonna get Metroid Prime 4, but Metroid Prime Trilogy's been in the pipe work since like 2018. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's very possible we could see that. 2D Metroid is also kind of likely, in my opinion. Like, I'm really hoping for it. You know, it's Nintendo. They don't treat Metroid with as much, you know, respect. They don't talk about it as much as not as much popularity as Zelda and Mario. But like, it's time, man. We need to see something from Metroid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think 2D Metroid is more likely. I think we're gonna get a 2D Metroid this year. I think Prime Trilogy next year, and then Prime 4 the following year. So it's gonna be like the sequence of Metroid.
Yep,
that's what I think.
That's a solid prediction.
I don't think 4 Metroid games this year is likely. I think they're gonna do 2D this year and then Trilogy next year. That makes perfect sense.
I think year by year. I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think they can go year by year.
Yeah, but 2D Metroid first does seem possible too. It could be either that or the trilogy. We'll have to wait and see. And I have a few more predictions for Nintendo, and then we'll go into some of your guys' predictions just in general. I do have other predictions for the other ones, but I don't want to mention them right now because I made sure I was prepared for today's stream. I might have over prepared, so I have like a whole list of stuff. So we'll just and yo, shout out to everyone watching the stream. Thank you all for coming through. Demico says, "Give me SMT5." Yes, please. Inject it in my veins. And Matthew the Holy God says, "Bayonetta 3."
Yeah, it's coming from Matthew. I'm with you, brother. I don't think so, but I'm hoping.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Bayonetta 3?
Yeah, it'd be cool, right?
I don't think we're gonna see it, not based on what he said.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it either, but it'd be cool.
Didn't the director didn't the director say to just forget about Bayonetta 3?
Yeah,
Like,
he did. He literally
Yeah,
Hideki Kamiya was like,
he's a
forget
beast.
it.
He's a master troll, though. You gotta be careful with everything that he says. That would be his part to say, don't expect it and show it the next day. Like that's his style. So
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He actually once had me not blocked, and then one day he blocked me, and I messaged him like, "Yo, can you unblock me?" And he did unblock me. So I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Fair enough.
I was surprised. I got Hideki Kamiya's blessing. Oh my god. But yeah. Aside from all that, we're gonna see new Monolith Soft. We're definitely gonna see some new Monolith Soft stuff. Whether it's a Xenoblade Chronicles export, whether it's a new Xenoblade, or whether it's a reveal of the fantasy game that they've been working on. I think that's possible too. And there's gonna be no Hollow Knight Silk Song. All right, guys. So let me know some of your thoughts. Let's start with you, David, and then go from left to right. What are some of your overall predictions for all the shows? I know I just said my Nintendo ones, but that's just because I have a whole list. I literally would be here the whole time talking, and this is a show for all of us to talk about our predictions. So let us know some of your thoughts.
do you want us to do like one prediction each, or you want us to give like a couple, like what you just did?
Yeah, do it the way I did, I guess. So, like, since we're talking about Nintendo, I guess, say some of yours. We'll do it by that way, then, by each section. So we're going to go over Nintendo now, Microsoft after that, then Square Enix, and then Capcom. So that's what we're going to do right now, then.
Okay.
One at a time. So some of your thoughts about, like, anything you think is going to release at the Direct, let us know.
I have a safe one, first of all, for Nintendo. I think we're going to see Dragon Ball Kakarot at the show. Bandai, they leaked the game themselves on their Instagram page a while back, and it was rated 2, so I think that's going to show up.
I see that.
Other than that, for Nintendo, I think we might see a new WarioWare.
WarioWare?
Because, WarioWare, because they sent like surveys to people around the internet asking them if they would be willing to pay $50 for a WarioWare game. So I think that's kind of a coincidence, an interesting coincidence to say the least.
50 is a good price though too. 50 instead of 60, like that's already a better
Yeah.
deal.
It's already better, yeah, for sure.
For me, if that comes out. Day one.
Right. Day one.
Yeah. Boring one, but I think they're gonna spend way too much time on Skyward Sword at the Treehouse.
Yo, and the golf game, Mario Golf 2. They're gonna spend a lot of time on that too, probably.
For real, definitely. Yeah, both those games, they're gonna spend a lot of time on that. At the Treehouse, I don't want to steal every prediction for Nintendo, so I can give maybe, let's say Microsoft. I would say Forza Horizon 5 is gonna show up.
Yo, Forza Horizon 5 definitely seems possible.
Yep, and I think we're gonna see some Lust Judgment too at Microsoft's show, because they probably have the marketing deal for this one too, just like Yakuza.
Yeah, that makes sense to me because that Yakuza deal has been doing really well for Microsoft.
Oh yeah, 100%, and I think they're gonna
100%.
keep rolling in that direction, especially since it's gonna be a worldwide release for this one.
Yep. Oh man. So, Hunter, let me know some of your predictions. Let us know some predictions you got for Nintendo, and then we'll get into more of like some Microsoft and some more as we continue.
All right, well, I'm a huge Zelda fan, and I think they're going to go crazy for the 35th anniversary. We're going to get a collection. They're either going to do a dual pack of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, or they might do a compilation where they throw those two games along with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. That's what I want. That would be incredible. I want all 4 of those games on the Switch. That would be amazing. But they're definitely going to do that, especially based off of the GameStop leaks that have been coming out with the posters. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah.
Where there's like posters of a compilation of like tons of Zelda games, like characters from every title pretty much. So it's pretty much a mystery like what we're going to get as far as the legacy titles. But yes, I do agree they're going to talk about Twilight Princess HD for a while. Let us know like the quality of life changes and stuff like that, and market it some more. There might be 2D Metroid. I'm really betting on it. That's what I really want to see. That and the Zelda games, and a Smash reveal too. Not sure who it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
But there's definitely going to be a Smash reveal.
I think it could be possible for 2 characters to be revealed. Yeah. 2.
That's possible, yes.
They did that at E3 2019.
I think they want to wrap things up with Smash at some point, and I think they're going to do what they did in 2019 and give us 2. I think we're going to get 1 first-party character and 1 third-party character.
Is it going to be Scrimbo, McBlimbo, platformer, and JRPG guy again? because you know that's how everyone's been complaining about it on Twitter the past week. I don't care. It could be any character. Well, not any character. Like, yeah, I'll be mad if like a Fortnite character gets into Smash, but am I gonna buy him? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna have the whole roster. Gotta have the whole roster.
Of course.
Nobody wants any more Fire Emblem characters?
No thanks.
Nah,
I'm good on
I
that.
like Marth and Lucina, but we're good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sword or it. That's
Maybe
it.
with an axe.
Yeah.
If someone comes with an axe, then maybe I'll be more considerate. You know what I mean?
I'd like a third-party character. Like Sora would be amazing.
Yes, Sora.
Maybe Crash Bandicoot. Crash
What do you
would be
think, Dave? What do you think about Sora?
Oh, I think Disney don't want Sora in the game. I think Disney's the issue, but he has his spot. I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan, and you know it,
Oh.
but I still think he has his place for real. He has the legacy and all of that, so
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be mad for sure.
Totally, man. I definitely think it's possible, and the duology, I think that's more likely than, like, let's say having Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and have Ocarina as a trilogy. I think they'd have a duology instead and put that in
Duology,
60.
yeah.
So
100%.
you definitely have a point there, Hunter, for sure. Any other predictions for Nintendo that you have?
I'll think of some more stuff as we go along, but I've got some other predictions besides Nintendo too.
Dope. Let's go over the chat a little bit real quick before we get to you, Karl, real quick, just see what everyone's been saying. We got Heather Collins in the chat. It says, I do see some Persona games getting a port to Switch this year. Maybe Persona Dancing, but I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Sorry, not happening.
It'd be nice,
Nah.
but at least Monarch's
not
coming
at
out this
E3.
year.
Makes
I think we'll get some at some point, but not at E3.
Yeah, it's definitely not at E3. Desedron says, new Battletoads game ported to Switch would be cool. That would be a pretty cool thing. But the new Battletoads, I've heard, isn't that good, though. I've heard mixed things about it. Have you guys ever played it?
I heard mixed things too, but never played it.
Absolutely love it.
Wait, genuinely? Or... Because I know the original Battletoads is great.
I love it as much as I bought Balan Wonderworld for the meme.
Oh man.
Yo, yeah, you did just buy that the other day.
Ouch.
I have a
damn,
prediction about that when we get to
I don't
Square
know.
Enix.
It could be collectors, to be honest.
Well, you might as well buy 2 copies then. Because
Yeah,
I
for the
think you're playing.
physical. They're not making any more physical, let's be real.
Yeah, it's gonna be an all digital future when we get the PlayStation 6 and the Xbox
Yep.
Mumbo Jumbo,
Whatever it is.
and it's gonna actually be the size of a fridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Next up in the chat, we got the homie Demicro says Doki Doki Literature Club gets a 2-hour and 59-minute gameplay reveal for the Nintendo Treehouse. I don't know about 2 hours and 59 minutes, and I'm not even sure if it'll be shown at the Direct, but hey, we'll see. We'll see.
But that's coming out physically on Switch, though. They announced that sooner today.
Yeah, isn't it coming on
That was
other platforms
unexpected.
too, though? It's on Switch and PlayStation, isn't it?
I don't think it is actually. I think it's just on Steam.
Oh, Steam is the other platform?
Well, now it's coming to Switch and PS4, but I think it was only on Steam before.
Oh, okay. And I was like, I said PlayStation because I was like surprised it was even going to that. You know what I mean? With how they've been very quick to censor things from Japan in like the recent years.
Yeah.
Oh man. Matthew the Holy God says, I wonder how DDLC is going to hack my PlayStation 4. Alright. Nice. Oh man. And then B-Leaf says, yeah, that Zelda poster looked like the entire history of Zelda and the Zelda games.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It
Looks like a 35th poster.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it could be any of those titles, really.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how many games they'll throw on it.
Hopefully the whole timeline. Because
That
it shows
would be
that there's a
incredible.
whole split where it splits into 3 timelines.
Nah,
so
no
that'd be
way.
Cool. No? That'd be cool though if they did,
I-
right?
I think it might be 3 games, where it's Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Ocarina. I could see that. Kind of like how the 3D All-Stars. Yeah.
Matthew
possibly.
the Holy God says in the chat, SMT5 protagonist for Smash? That'd be pretty cool and a good way to promote the game. That'd be dope.
I don't think he's gonna get in, but I think there's a solid chance we get a SMT rep in Smash at E3.
Who else would it be? Would it be Demi?
Probably Demi-Fiend because of the legacy.
Yeah, it has to be. I feel like too. Yeah, you got a point. With the...
That's still a promotion for 5 too because it's still SMT. So
Yeah. So keep the eyes on the brand.
mm-hmm.
Kurasha responding to a Karl said earlier, yes, please. Hashtag more Fire Emblem characters. LLJK. Oh, man. You know what's the most hilarious thing? Well, the other day, the bro here, Hunter, was like, yo, how are you as Lucina? How much do you play as Lucina? So I went to check my in-game, like, stats. So, like, Lucina was, like, my second most played character. But I saw, for DLC characters, Byleth was my most played DLC character. I was shocked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that, and like right after that was Pyramithra, and I'm like, okay, Pyramithra, yeah, that makes sense, but like, when did I play as Byleth this much? I was like, when? I don't even remember.
Yeah, sometimes those stats throw you off. Like, you don't think you played them that much.
Right?
Yeah.
Yo, shout outs. We hit 20 likes on the stream, 20 concurrent viewers.
Let's
Thank
go.
you guys for coming through.
Yep.
You guys are awesome.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we have Armchair's comment real quick before we get to you, Karl, with your predictions. Armchair says, I'm back, and if it is a Western character and a JRPG Swordfighter again, I think it'd be Crash and Lloyd. Crash, maybe. Lloyd, I'm not so certain. It'd be cool, though, but I'm not so certain on that. What do you guys
I
think?
want Crash. I think Crash should get in. That'd be sick.
I agree. We need
Crash, Sonic, and Mario all battling each other. That would be
all
dope.
three.
Oh, man. That'd be incredible.
Yo,
I think Crash is probably the character that deserves it the most.
agreed.
I don't personally care for Crash, but I think he deserves it. Like, man.
Yeah, and then they got so many of the games on Switch too. It
Yeah.
makes sense, you know.
Exactly. Crash 4 even, too. And the whole trilogy.
Yep.
It could happen.
Definitely.
It
And
could.
you know what's funny? You just talked about that. The three. Crash, Sonic, Mario. So we got Nintendo, Sega, Sony technically, because Crash was a Sony mascot. Where's Microsoft's mascot? Where is he? Is he in Smash?
Master Chief, man.
Master Chief.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
I think they gotta do both maybe. If
Yeah,
they do both, that'd be the perfect. That'd be the perfect
That'd be
quadrilateral.
insane. That would break the internet.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it happened, both of them, but it'd be pretty cool if it did happen. I don't expect that at all for both of them, but yeah. For all we know, we're gonna get the Famicom Detective Club character. Because for those who don't know, the Famicom Detective Club character was originally
planned for
planned for
Melee.
Melee. Yeah. So
Oh.
since those games just released recently, I think that's possible to happen, and then everyone's gonna get mad. Like, who's this? And then they play the game, and it's in all Japanese, and then they're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of having the last character be Sakurai. I think that would be really dope.
Sakurai?
That would be dope.
I think as a Beat Fighter, maybe they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
could see
cool.
that.
Question for you guys.
Totally.
We
What's up?
talked about Crash and Master Chief. Now, which one would you say is the most likely? I think Crash.
I think Crash
Yeah.
too.
It would have to be Crash.
I think
Crash.
Master Chief is like the outlandish, crazy one that might
It's
happen.
even then, it's not too bad. I'm sure Microsoft would be willing to put Chief in Smash. Like, I think he's way more likely than someone like Sora, for example.
Yeah, but I just don't see how that would benefit Nintendo at all. Because, like, is Halo gonna come to the Switch? Like,
Yeah, I think Master Chief would open up a big can of worms that.
Persona 5 isn't on
That's
Switch.
what I was about to say,
Metal
yeah,
Gear
they-
Solid isn't on
Right,
Switch.
dude.
Shown-
Final
Shown-
Fantasy
isn't.
7 Remake isn't on Switch.
hang on. Metal Gear Solid was on GameCube with Twin
Yeah,
Snakes.
yeah, but that's back then. I'm talking about now.
Legacy, bro.
I don't think they do
Legacy.
the, I don't think they do their choices depending on if the game's on Switch or not.
Yeah,
Personally,
doesn't seem like it.
I think Crash is more likely. I think especially with the push to get all the games on the platform.
I think they sold better on Switch
like
too.
paving the way, you know.
Yeah,
Figure Drawing in the chat says if Ryu Hayabusa. Very
Yeah,
likely.
I agree. I think Hayabusa is very likely too.
That would be awesome, especially with the trilogy coming out, the Ninja Gaiden trilogy. That would be dope.
Totally. You know that Ninja Gaiden Trilogy was actually the PSP or PS Vita games, if I recall. It's not the actual original PlayStation 2 games back in the day. Or PlayStation 3.
Yeah, they said it was something with the code was like messed up with it. They couldn't get it to use it or something like that.
Yeah.
So they used those games.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to see what people think of it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see.
About that statement.
Super Gamer Guy said Banjo-Kazooie isn't on Switch. I get that, but like Banjo-Kazooie was on a Nintendo console,
Yeah,
N64.
that's the legacy thing.
So like, I think Nintendo characters are typically from the legacy, or if they've been on a Nintendo console at least once. Usually, that's how it goes.
Shoutouts to Liquidly coming through. with the
You know?
fiery Bakugo. Let's go
Hey,
liquidly
let's
with
go.
that hype. Get some fiery Bakugos in the chat for liquidly, guys, if you guys can. The homie liquidly says, "Happy Friday," and I know it won't happen, but my dream character in Smash is Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper would be dope in Smash. That would
Yeah,
be
that'd be
dope.
cool. That'd be cool.
And have you ever played Sly Cooper?
Smash would be awesome. I'd love to see that.
Totally, yo. Yo, I'm not sure what happened, but at one point in the stream, it says we peaked at 40 viewers. I'm not sure when that happened, but I wasn't paying attention. But if that's true, I'm not sure if YouTube bugging. Yeah, YouTube bugging. It went back down to 23. Anywho, because like
Hey,
YouTube
but-
sometimes does that. I'm not sure for anyone who's streamed on YouTube here. Like, it peaks randomly and like goes back to normal, or it drops to 0 and goes back up. It's like, okay,
0?
yeah, that's
Man.
happened before. Oh my god. But we're gonna get into just 2 last comments real quick in the chat. Demicro says the Zelda duology is not going to be announced at E3, so Skyward Sword sales don't drop. Maybe, and maybe they'll save it for like after August, and they'll talk about the duology. Who knows? I'm not sure.
That's what I thought too, but some really reliable insiders said that we can expect the duology at E3. So I'm like, not sure anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see on that. And last thing before we get to Karl and VG Mobster's predictions for Nintendo, and then we'll get into Microsoft after that. We have Decepticon says it'd be cool if we got the Zelda GameCube GBA collection for Switch.
I
You
agree
know,
with that.
I want a
That'd
Minish
be
Cap
lit.
remake. Minish Cap's dope, but I would love a Minish Cap remake.
Yeah.
That's what I want the most, to be honest. I want a Minish Cap full remake the most.
Minish
If
Cap's
they-
awesome.
If
Yeah.
they remade Minish Cap the same way as Link's Awakening, like the same art style, that would be amazing.
Yep. it
I would
be.
love that.
Something like similar, but just something to give it a fresh coat of paint. I mean, whether it's exactly like that or not, just to give it a full remake treatment with quality of life improvements from Minish Cap, it would be dope.
Right.
The thing is-
I love the Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah.
The thing is, you play Minish Cap today, it still looks beautiful, while
Yeah.
Link's Awakening really doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna go back to it, but I wish, man, because that game's amazing. I still have my complete copy on GBA.
Right.
Yo,
That is true.
I don't have my copy, my original copy. So, oof.
I've never played Minish Cap, so I would cop that day one.
Yeah.
I need to
Good
play
game.
it.
I think a lot of people are the same. That's why I think it would be great to do it.
Mhm.
Yep, definitely.
All right, well, Karl, Nintendo predictions. Let us know what's good. Let us know all of your thoughts of what we can see at the Direct, what you think is not going to happen at the Direct, everything. Let us know all your thoughts, man. Let it
Alright,
out.
so I've been paying attention to pretty much everyone and anything when it comes to Nintendo, mainly because I got stacks upon stacks of Switch games on my dresser, so I'm kind of like waiting in the wings for, the inevitable announcement. But I'll kind of kick it off with Smash, because although I'm not really into Smash like, let's say, HunterN is, I play it sparingly, mostly the adventure mode, which really isn't an adventure mode.
Yeah.
But I would have to say we're going to see a first-party character for sure, and we're definitely going to see a third-party character for sure. And as far as Nintendo goes, I'm going to probably go way out there with this prediction, and I think we're actually going to see Waluigi. And people have been asking since the game has been announced, since the first DLC pack. Probably won't see it, but I honestly think that if they're going to sit there and end Smash right there at E3, why not end it with a bang, and just give the people exactly what they've been asking for?
Mhm.
That DLC,
It may
that
sound
first DLC pack.
crazy, but,
Um,
that's wild.
When it comes to
Wild.
third party, I don't think we're gonna see anybody but Doom Guy, and that's mainly
Dang, bro.
that's
I would
mainly
love that.
That'd be
My-
I
so
would love that too.
Microsoft wants to get as much of their stuff on other consoles rather than their own stuff. So I think we only see Halo in the capacity of xCloud being available on Switch. That's it. But when it comes to Smash, it would have to be Doom Guy, mainly because it's the safe bet. I mean, they just acquired Bethesda. They acquired them fairly far out before this statement, but
right.
Doom's been on Nintendo since Super
Mhm.
Nintendo, and
Right.
The Red NES cartridge, man. Classic.
exactly. So I think the safest third-party character to predict would be Doom Guy. and I'll probably leave it right there. Will there be like extra surprise? I don't really know, but I think if there was one, maybe I would fall in line with VG Mobster's little comment earlier about how Sakurai would have like some type of presence in the game himself. Maybe, like the costume, you can just create them the same way you're able to do X and, EXE from the X game and the Battle Networks games for Mega Man. So
Yeah, that'd be sick.
yeah, I think that would be kind of dope, and I would probably create them right off the bat.
Yeah.
4 different styles. I think it would be pretty dope, and it would probably get me to stream the damn game for once. When it comes to like just Nintendo games in general, we're definitely not going to see Metroid Prime 4.
Oh yeah.
There's no way. As a former developer myself, when you change developers midway through a pipeline, and starting from scratch, that's the equivalent of taking a glass of water and dumping it down the drain. You can't build something tangible to show people within 2 to 3 years from that original announcement. That's just not possible.
Right.
But I do think that the Metroid Prime trilogy is what we're going to see. We're not getting this 2D Metroid. I want it because it would be cool.
Oh yeah.
But the Metroid Prime trilogy, in spite of what these developers have said about it, I honestly think that it's ready to go.
I think it's been sitting on a shelf, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Hunter,
Hey, Hunter with the
Make
copyright
it happen.
That
Metroid
man.
Prime, baby.
Hell
games
yeah.
are ready to
I mean,
go.
I can play it on my Wii U, but I want it portable on Switch. So come on, let's go.
For
Right.
real.
So
Let's
I
go.
think when it comes to like the motion controls, it's already there. The foundation is there, and if developers are really worried about how those controls will translate, just release a USB sensor bar for the Switch to act as an add-on for the dock itself, or do what you did with Mario Galaxy and use the control to point at the screen, and if you don't want to use the split Joy-Cons.
Oh,
That's
the
as far as
gyro.
Metroid that's as far as Metroid we're gonna get. We haven't had Metroid, and
Yeah.
if you're talking about spending the least amount of money and time, I think that they're gonna go the 3D All Stars route, and they're just gonna dump these games on a cartridge, and
Call it a day.
the rest is history. But I think the biggest prediction I have for Nintendo is this Donkey Kong game.
Yes.
People seem to think it's 2D, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's 3D.
I hope it is, man.
Mainly because it's been
That would be
hard.
hype, bro. That would be hype.
I want to swing as DK on a vine in 3D and
Yes.
jump off the vine and accidentally fall into a pit of spikes. And
I want him
have
to
some
do
fun.
his spin jump from Smash Bros. And incorporate that into Donkey Kong and have him do that in 3D. That'd be wild.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Donkey
it's
Kong
been
does.
so long
Go
since
ahead.
DK64. So
Exactly.
why not just give the people? If you're not going to do a full-fledged like Mario Odyssey style Donkey Kong game, give us DK64, and have the graphics completely remade, so that it matches up with what you want it to do as far as looking like a brand new title.
Right.
Be done with it. I mean, it's all there, and if they do a 2D Donkey Kong, it's not going to be entirely disappointing. But considering the studio, I can't remember
The
the name of it
Odyssey
off the top
team.
of my
It's
head.
the 3D Odyssey team. for
Yeah,
Super
that makes
It's
sense.
3D Odyssey
You know.
team, but the team that did the Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze,
Mm-hmm.
I
Retro.
don't remember the studio that
That's
did that. I
Retro.
think it's,
Retro
uh,
Studios.
Studios.
Yeah. I don't want anybody but Retro doing a 2D Donkey Kong,
Facts.
mainly because they're just so good.
Yep.
But
Facts.
we did have a comment in the chat about a new Mario Kart from Armchair
Armchair.
Analysis,
Yeah. New
and
Mario Kart. Yeah.
there's been this rumor. This is just, I want to address the rumor. It's not a prediction, but there's this rumor going around that we're going to get this Mario Kart game that has 120 tracks, 54 characters. I'm sure every one of us has heard the rumor already. I want that Mario Kart.
That sounds
Like,
great.
I was literally talking to my daughter. We're playing Mario Kart Tour on the phone. It's gotten better since launch. And I turned to my daughter and I said, how awesome would it be to have all these tracks and all these characters and all these costumes on an actual Nintendo system and not have to, worry about microtransactions. She's down for it, so I think we should have it. I think we should all have it.
Like all those tracks from the SNES and other entries remade. Choco Mountain from N64 remade. Like, like there's so much that could be remade from the old games.
Mario Stadium,
Coconut
man.
Mall,
Mario
Coconut Mall.
Stadium. Black Fort. Do it.
Yeah, part of that rumor was that each character in the game is going to have like an alternative costume with, you know, additional animations for that costume,
Right.
as an unlockable and all that good stuff. But
I think that's wishful thinking. Though,
Yeah,
though.
Yes.
I was gonna say that. I just want the carts, the tracks.
Mhm.
Let me race and put Mega Man in there for God's sakes. If you're gonna,
Mega Man.
you know,
Mega
I'm
Man.
gonna
Mario
say this.
Kart?
If they release Mario Kart and don't have Mega Man as a playable
Mhm.
character, Rush as the bike, as the plane, as the car, that's a total loss. Even as DLC, I think people would pay at least $5 for that package alone.
Yeah.
I think all of that is very possible, but we're just not going to see it this E3. Mario Kart 9 is probably not till next year.
I
That's
agree
what I'm
with
thinking.
that personally. I don't think it's this year. But if it did happen this year, I'd be hyped. But I don't expect
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't expect it at all.
Deceptron says, I'd be down for Waluigi. I need a
Didn't you
buddy.
stream that, V-CiPz?
Which one?
Mario Kart Live?
Yeah, I actually streamed like the Mario Kart Live with the toy, and I made like my own course like in my room, and like
Yeah, dude, that was dope. It's actually
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's great.
It is.
And
Really cool.
I have a small amount of space over there, but I was able to make it feel like there was enough room to make a ton of different unique tracks. It was really fun, actually.
Yeah, you could have fooled me with the way you designed those tracks.
Yeah, hey, I have a photographic memory, so like I'm very good at just like putting things together and just it happens. Look, we're all here together right now. I don't know how we did it, but we're here. Yup. Oh man, but Decepticon says I'd be down for Waluigi. I need a buddy to my Wario main. Yo, Waluigi would be cool. Would be cool. Honestly, I want to see. I want to see Waluigi do his swimming thing from Mario Tennis as a side B. He's just swimming.
Just for that, just put him in for the side B.
Hey, it's always about the side B, isn't it?
It is. That's true.
Waluigi, I always think about that concept that somebody said where it was Waluigi and Wario, like a Grand Theft Auto style game. I never get it out of my head. Ever since somebody said that, I was like, I'm sick.
It'd be
That'd be
sick,
cool.
but I don't know about that though.
You know what I want to see?
Cool.
I want to see Koei Tecmo put out a Mario Musou game.
I've heard people ask for that. I've heard people ask for that.
That'd be crazy.
Yo, shout out to everyone watching the stream. We hit 25 likes. Hashtag 25 like hype with the hype emotes in the chat. And after Deception's comment, we had Super Gamer Guy who said, all the stuff I want to see I feel like won't happen here aside from one game. And then the homie David said in the chat, aside from one amazing masterpiece game. SMT5. It's happening. This direct, it's happening. There's no way it's
I'll be
not.
right back.
All good, Hunter. All good, bro. Decepticon says 3D DK would be fire. Breath for the donkey. Oh man! Shouts to Matthew Edson. Welcome to the stream.
Odyssey vibes.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's what you need from the Donkey Kong game. Those Odyssey vibes. Like the art style, even too. Like that art style in Odyssey, it can't go to waste. The way everything looked, the lighting, it was immaculate. It was a beautiful game.
Yeah. Sure.
Next in the chat, we have Matthew Edson, who says, I've been wondering about SMT. Imagine a Ride 03. Ooh, SMT Imagine in Ride 03. That'd be pretty sick. I still dream, he says. Oh, man. And then Archer says, they're getting sequels, and they released the same year as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then we got Crit coming through with the hashtag 25 like hype. Thank you, Crit. I appreciate that. Yo, if you guys enjoyed the stream, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe if you'd like and enjoy live streams like this and even some gameplay streams. And make sure you guys subscribe to the homies David, Hunter, Karl, and VG Mobster. Their links are in the description as well. They make some great content, so make sure you guys check them out. And shouts to King Narakami, who's absolutely wrong, 24/7, 365. Narakami, if anyone who saw, yeah, it's definitely November. Yup, it's November. And And anyone who knows, me and King Narakami have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately on stream, and I've been whooping his ass. He's been in the Shadow Realm for like the past 3 weeks. He has to climb his way out to come back. So he's gonna have to find a way to stop me. He's using Blue Eyes White Dragons too, best monsters in the game. What? And he's losing me. Damn. Yusuke oops for King Narakami's Blue Eyes as well as SNT 5 2022. Yusuke oops for that. Because it's 2021.
Roasted, man.
It's 2021.
It's crazy.
Yo, I hope you guys are doing great, though. Shoutouts to Rushy. Thank you for coming to the stream. Shoutouts to Super Gamer Guy. Shoutouts to Armchair and Decepticon, as well as King Narakami. Everyone in the homies is coming through. Kid Astra, Matthew, everyone at the stream today. Old Man Endor, Figure Drawing, St. Lou, Matthew the Holy God, Liquid Lee, Mindy Gamer, Demi Crow, St. Lou, everyone. Thank you guys for your support. Birdman, Yellow Kazoo, Heather Collins. Everyone's here today. Chris Gamer Street. Thank you all for being here, yo. But next up, VG Mobster, Nintendo predictions.
VG Mobster, what's up? I'm in the building, feeling that E3 party, man. Let's get this going, all right? I think we're going to see a pretty big announcement from Nintendo tomorrow. I think Mario Rabbids 2. I think it's time, man. I think we're going to get released at the Ubisoft conference. I think they're going to announce it. I think it's time. I think they saw how much success that game had, and they're going to piggyback off it. I think we're going to see it again. So that's when you guys play that game. That game is awesome. If you haven't played it, definitely go check it out. It's pretty cheap on the eShop.
Yeah, it's $9.99 right now, actually. So anyone who wants Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, it is $9.99 right now.
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, so
just go buy it, but just do a blind buy. You won't be disappointed. For $10, a killer game. I think we're gonna get the sequel for sure. I think we're doing some for Nintendo. I think we'll also. I think it was a little weird when Nintendo was dropping that online update to Mario Party out of nowhere after like 2.5 years in the market. I think we're getting a sequel. I think Super Mario Party would be a really good title for the holidays, for not just the core gamers, but for the casuals.
I agree.
The casuals
I agree.
Switch as well. So I think Super Mario Party 2, I think we're going to see that with more courses, with the online integrated. I think that's a pretty safe bet because I think that game sold, support, let me say like close to 15 million copies or something. Insane sales for the first one. And so I think there's plenty to improve upon. And since they don't release DLC, I think they're just going to give us a sequel. For Super Mario Party. So I know my daughters love it. I think the game's still fun. It just was lacking on content when it first released. But I think with the sequel, it'll definitely help that out as well. If you guys said, I think we're definitely going to get Breath of the Wild trailer. Movie trailer, not just like a 30-second thing. I think like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Kind of the direction of the game, which I think is going to be way more dark. And I think also, like I said last night on Chris Levi's podcast, shout out to Chris.
Shout out to the homie Chris Levi.
I think we're also going to see the return of dungeons. I think in the trailer you're going to see that dungeons are going to come back, not just shrines anymore. I think we are going to see the reveal of like mainline dungeons again coming back to this game.
I would love that.
Excited. That just makes me excited.
I think there was a complaint that a lot like, the game is so great, but I think that was something that longtime Zelda fans were missing. So I think we're going to get a hint that dungeons are coming back for the sequel. And I think it's going to be hype for sure. And then I think too, like I hinted with when Hunter was talking before, I think it's going to be Metroid. There's been a lot of smoke on this game. I think we're going to get Metroid 5 officially. No remakes, no nothing, a brand new 2D Metroid game. And then I think going into next year, again, this E3, I think we're going to get Metroid Prime Trilogy to set the course and set the table for Metroid Prime 4 in 2023. That's what I think the sequence is going to be for the Metroid, just to keep it in there and please the fans and really build hype for when 4 comes out. People are really ready for it.
What about Metroid Prime Federation Force?
Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
Yeah, Metroid, you get it as a free download as well.
Ew. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I definitely do not want to see Metroid Prime Federation Force. Hell nah. They can take it back and they can refund everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to link in the space. I have system storage on that. Now you can keep it back. It's fine. Yeah, but yeah, Nintendo predictions. I think also too a lot of people sleeping on third-party announcements. Every Western developers, man, they see what Switch is selling, you know, and when there's money, that's when the Western developers go. So don't be surprised when you see some ports of games that we didn't think would be coming, that do come. And then the last thing before I move forward, I think finally from the Capcom week, I think we're going to see the new Resident Evil game developed for the Switch with the RE engine. I'm hoping it's Revelations 3. But it could be, I think the code name is Outrage from the leak. I think we're going to see that at E3, and it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. It's going to blow everybody away.
And that RE engine, it's going to look hella nice, just like Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah, man. I think it's time. I think Resident Evil Village has gotten enough breathing room right now. I think it's time to announce this game for Switch, and Capcom just going to print money in Japan with that game.
Yeah. Now, I think we can get into the rest of the predictions because I want to get into some Capcom too. Because bouncing off of that, I'm going to go into some of my predictions
Don't play
for
with
Capcom.
my heart. I'm warning you guys right now. Don't play with
Hey, I got some good predictions though. You guys are gonna like this, but
all right.
Listen though. I would love to see Resident Evil Revelations 3 or Resident Evil Outrage as the code name is, but I think it's possible that they're gonna show more Resident Evil 4 VR. They're gonna show more of that. Let's think back to ground level right now. We're a little bit too high in the clouds of our predictions. I have a prediction that's very low level. Like we're gonna see more of that. Resident Evil 4 VR, because like but also Resident Evil 8. I think we're gonna see Resident Evil 8 DLC. I think that is very likely too. Resident Evil 8 DLC could be possible, especially with success. It could happen. And then after that, I have a couple more. Just Monster Hunter Stories 2 at the Capcom event. We're definitely going to see that. What do you guys think of that game?
Super hard. They're pushing it.
Yeah. And especially
it looks good.
Getting it tied to Monster Hunter Rise. If you buy both games, you get special bonus content for each game if you have a save file for both, which is pretty cool.
I hope it does well, man, because this series is really, like, the first game was really good, and I just don't want it to, Capcom to feel like it's a failure and, see Monster Hunter Rise and then see the sales of that and think it's a failure. So I really want it to do well, and it's really in the best position it's ever been to succeed. So,
Definitely. It definitely has a great opportunity. And then also, they may show more Monster Hunter Rise. They seem like they're showing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise in general, so they may just show something. Like maybe, here's a new monster and a new this, and that's it. They just drop it. Like another update for the month of June. I think it's very possible.
And I want to piggyback off that real quick. I really think we should get more layered armor for our characters.
That'd be sick. Some more of that.
Like, where's the Okami layered armor? Where's the Rush armor? Where's like a collaborative? I mean, Monster Hunter World really gave us a lot of that.
They said there was going to be some collabs with Monster Hunter, so be on the lookout for that. I think they're going to have some crossovers with it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool to see some Nintendo ones, like have Samus in there or some Link armor, maybe. That'd be really cool.
Some Hylian armor would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Another thing that I think is very possible is they mentioned that it's going to happen anyway, so this is very obvious. Greatest Attorney, for those who know about that, I think that's going to have a large time of the Capcom showcase, at least 10 to 15 minutes. Anyone here who ever played any of the Ace Attorney games?
Yeah, big
I
fan.
got mine pre-ordered from Japan already. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, you got the physical from Japan, right, Karl?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ace Attorney is so underrated. Anyone who's never played an Ace Attorney game, I recommend trying it out. It's a really unique game.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Ace Attorney, I had Phoenix Wright for Smash in my predictions because I'm gonna predict Phoenix Wright in Smash until it happens. I've been
Hey,
predicting
he's
this
been in
and
fighting
wrong.
games.
This is wrong.
Man, really.
He's been in fighting games. It can happen. He can object anyone.
I'm weak.
Oh, man. Now, the last two predictions I have before I wrap up my Capcom predictions is a new Marvel vs. Capcom teased. So not a lot shown, but like 30 seconds of a new Marvel vs. Capcom. Because Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite dropped like, what, 2 or 3 years ago, and it absolutely flopped. They basically sent the game out to die. So
Yeah, I heard about that.
yeah, I'm hoping that they bring that series back in some way, or at least remake or remaster the original trilogy and sell that. I'd buy it for $60. And then
Sure.
finally, Karl, here's where the heartstrings are coming in, because I'm feeling
You
the same way
already
you.
on my heartstrings. Stop.
Mega
Oh,
Man
man.
Battle
Oh,
Network
man.
collection.
Oh, man.
We
Dude,
need
they
it.
give that. If they put that collection out there, I'm pre-ordering it 3 times.
3 times. I'm gonna find a way to get it on multiple platforms. Who knows?
Bro, absolutely.
Christ, like
Dang,
it, for anyone who's ever played Mega Man, play Mega Man Battle Network. It's even better. It's even better.
Mega Man series ever.
I agree. I like Mega Man, like the classic Mega Man, and it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's a very challenging platform for anyone who's ever played it, but Mega Man Battle Network has this whole story element to it. It's got this whole RPG element with the chips. And then when you're in battle, it's a grid-based thing. It's really unique for what it is. And it came out on the GBA, and it's actually a blast. It's a lot of fun. Like, I've even been replaying it on my PC. It's a great time. And there's a game on the Switch called One Step from Eden, which is basically the same gameplay style of Mega Man Battle Network. And the game's a lot of fun. The only difference is that it's a roguelike, so it's definitely not the same as Mega Man Battle Network in that regard, but it's still a very awesome game. But those are my predictions for Capcom, and we'll go to you, David. Any Capcom predictions?
Boring one is what's left because you took everything, dude.
Hey, well, it's all
boring
good.
one is I don't think they're done with Street Fighter V and its DLC, right?
Oh,
True,
So
that's a good
I think
point.
I think
I
we
didn't,
still
mean to,
might
I didn't
get.
mean to take them all. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
so
I over-prepared earlier. I wanted to make sure I was prepared, so I wrote a whole list. I wrote like 5 each for each show at minimum. I don't know. I like to be
But I mean,
over-prepared.
I still had a couple for Nintendo though, so maybe
Yeah,
I can
drop
those
go.
really
Drop,
quickly.
Drop some more bombs on us. Why not?
All right, 2 boring ones first. Kirby and Yoshi.
Mm.
I think those games they might make an appearance at some point. Boring to me. I know that they aren't to others.
Hey, Kirby's fire.
Yeah, I mean, I used to like Kirby games, but they've been. I think they need to expand upon
Yeah.
the formula that they have. They have to change it a bit to at least to get me excited for
There's
it.
a reason why people like Planet Robobot, right?
Yeah,
Change the
that
formula.
one was cool. Yeah,
Right.
that one was
They,
cool.
they need to make them harder. The Star Allies was just way too easy.
Yeah, definitely.
You literally turn the
Um,
game on and it's over. You won.
I also have no Switch Pro.
I agree. No Switch Pro. It's not
No.
happening.
We didn't talk about that, and normally that wouldn't have been in my predictions, but there was no Pokemon Presents before E3. Normally there's some before E3, so I think we might get a quick glimpse at Diamond and Pearl and Legends Arceus
That's very
just-
likely.
quickly. Nothing too long or anything.
Yeah, at E3 2019,
Um,
that's what they did for or 2018. They did that for Sword and Shield, actually.
Yeah, exactly. I think we get Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War Echo Style remake. I think we.
Awesome. That would be really cool.
That
Yeah.
would be really cool. I think that's happening. And my 2 other ones are like, first one is like Sims by EA. I think that should be on Switch. They're like really dumb to not put this on Switch. I don't care for it, but that would do so well. So I think that
It
should
would
be
do
on
so well, but EA,
Yeah.
as you said, they're so dumb.
Yeah.
They're just they don't know how to sell games. They just know how to sell microtransactions. It's what they
Yeah.
do.
Right. Right.
I think we get a short Splatoon 3 trailer with a release date.
Oh, really?
Yep. And final prediction is just a wish of mine. I hope we get the latest Sakura Wars games from Sega ported to Switch.
No 13
Uh,
Sentinels?
That's even less likely, so that's why I skipped it. Because Sakura Wars, yeah, I would like that too. But Sakura Wars, they put big budget on this game, and it did pretty poorly on PS4. So I think they bring that game to Steam and Switch this year. I hope so, at least.
It'd be pretty dope, to say the least. Goddamn.
That rips up my Switch predictions.
Hey,
I had a large list for Nintendo too, so.
Yeah, a lot of us seem to have a few of the same ideas for some predictions, so it's understandable that we pick some off. Sorry for anyone for the Capcom predictions if I said a lot of your predictions. I did not mean to. It's just what happens. It is what it is, I guess. But let us know some of your Capcom predictions, David, if you have any.
Oh, that was all I had. That was not a joke. That's all I had. Monster Hunter. I had RE Village DLC and Ace Attorney. So,
hey, well, at least you had some good picks for sure.
All likely, in my opinion. I don't think they're gonna have a big surprise. Maybe if they have that RE game for that's rumored for Switch, that would be a big surprise. But
We started Resident Evil 2 remake when they did that, so I mean, don't count it out. That's all I'm saying. Don't count it out.
So, VG Mobster, yeah, you were talking about hold what you're saying, David, because I want you to say that what you're about to say too. Hold that. But VG, you said earlier about bigger games from Western developers and also just bigger games in general coming to Switch.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 cloud version, is that what you're thinking?
People hate on the cloud for Switch, and again, I'm a multi-platform owner. I would play the game on PC personally, or Xbox. I have the One X. But if you're a one console owner, and there's an option for you to play the game, there's an option. Like, okay, if you don't want it, you don't buy it. But I think getting a game with a quality of Resident Evil 2 remake or like a Final Fantasy 7 remake, like something to that quality in the cloud, I think it might change people's minds on it. That's all I'm saying.
As long as people have good enough internet to play it.
But again, if you do they have the thing with the cloud where you can test it in your house to see if it works first, and then if it doesn't, you don't buy it. But for the people that only have a Switch, or people that want to play Resident Evil 2 remake in their bed, laying down instead of in front of the controller, on the TV, it's an option. You know what I'm saying? So again, as long as it's not the only way that you can play the game, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, because if you don't want it, then don't buy it.
Yeah. Now, David, you have that point?
Very similar. I was about to say RE3 cloud version for Switch, because that leaked. So.
Yo, what if both are shown? 2 and 3 cloud version, and both drop same day?
Sick. I have to try Resident Evil 2 Remake Cloud, even though I own it on like 3 platforms already, just to see how it works. And the game is just so damn good. I would have to try it again. I'm not usually into the cloud, but that's a game that would get me to like be interested.
Right. Now let's go over some of the comments in the chat real quick. There's a lot of comments, so let's try and go over some of them real quick before we move on to you after that, Hunter. We got King Narakami. Kawakami Feet Simulator announcement at E3.
God damn.
Come on, Narakami. Come on, bro. Get out the gutter, man. Get out the Shadow Realm someday. Mateo, shout out to Mateo. Welcome to the stream. RDA Matt says, made it in time. How's everyone? I'm glad you made it, RDA Matt. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Shout outs to you. And Shadow King, shout out to Shadow King. Welcome to the stream. Says, I just hope too many games I like are announced so it can kill my wallet. I don't want my bank account to die, but man, the games just keep coming out. Literally every month there's been at least 2 games that I've been buying. And like that's better than last year, but still it's been killing me.
Yeah, man. Mario Golf this month. That's a must buy for me.
Me too. It's a must.
It's solid, man. People are gonna sleep on that game, but it's gonna be solid. It's gonna be a solid game.
I think it's
gonna
better
be a
than
good
Tennis
game.
Aces.
Online multiplayer.
I think so too.
Yeah, and that online multiplayer. I agree, Karl. It's gonna be awesome with the online multiplayer. There's so many dope modes, like the speed golf. Then there's the one where you're in that little like arena one, and then there's regular golf, of course. Like all those look fun.
Yeah, the online could be a lot of fun. I'm thinking so.
Yeah, Camelot's doing that, right?
Yeah,
Camelot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I trust Camelot, man. I do. I trust them.
Me too. They're solid for sure.
Mateo says, yes, need Marvel vs. Capcom. Rushy the LRDG says, I totally forgot about Battle Network. Yo, well,
yeah,
Battle Network, you can't forget that. Have you ever played it though, Hunter, or heard of it?
I haven't heard of that one before. It sounds cool though. I
It
like
is
the
pretty
concept.
sick. Yeah, and they made sequels. There's like 6 games.
There's 7.
Well, it's 7. See,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
there's a version that never came out in the U.S.
Well, that's why I don't know it.
Called Battle Networks 4.5. It's you ever played the Battle Chip Challenge, V-CiPz?
No, not the.
No,
not
well,
that.
it's look them up. It's a completely automated version. The Battle Chip Challenge is a completely automated version of basically everything that you do in Battle Networks. You basically, the only strategy involved is you're picking the chips in order to proceed with the battle and stuff, but you're just watching it. And then 4.5 is like more of a you have more control over your Navi or your character.
Right.
And in 4.5 you can play as Base, you can play as Mega Man, Proto Man, Roll, Man, Cut Man. I mean, literally every character from the series. You're able to put chips in as you're battling, almost as if you were in the show, telling Mega Man what
to do at the right moment. Oh my god,
yeah,
that's pretty wild. I never heard of that because I've played most of the Mega Man games from Mega Man Battle Network. The only ones I didn't play was 5 and 6. I played 1 through 4, but I never got to experience 5 and 6. But for those who don't know, it had the Pokemon thing, where after, I believe it was 2, after 2 is when they started the split, or was it 3 onward? I think it was 3 onward. Yeah.
Like America got Battle Networks 3 blue and white, and then Japan basically got white and then black. And black is just basically blue.
Yeah, they just changed the name.
That's all it is.
It makes me wonder how Pokemon got away with it, but
yeah.
It is what
Pokemon gets away with a lot of things.
Yeah, like I'm surprised they really did that still. But anyway, we have some more comments in the chat. Mateo says, "Knockout City, oof, oof."
I think he said cough, cough.
Cough, cough, cough.
Like he's nudging it. I don't know.
The game's already out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
Game's out.
Yeah. RDA Matt, the game's out now.
Go play it.
Says, I know this is not possible.
We all know it's out. You can play it.
Yeah, it's the one thing EA made that people aren't yelling at them for. So go check it out.
Yeah, well, sure, Fallen Order too. Fallen Order was good.
I didn't even know it was
they came
EA.
out like 2 years ago. Fallen Order. Oh, you didn't know Knockout City was EA though, Hunter?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Definitely
think it's
staying away now.
I think it's from a specific team. That's like not EA, but like EA published it for them. That's what I think.
Fair
it
enough.
is. That's what I think it is. Similar to the game Child of Light that came out a few years back. It was made by a specific team, and EA helped publish it.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing as Entangled, or what's it called? Unravel. Unravel.
With Ubisoft who did that for them, yeah. Or was it EA that did that for them?
It was EA.
It was
with
EA.
Unravel.
Yeah, see, the problem with Ubisoft and EA is I don't like either one of them. So.
I feel you. I don't like EA at all, man.
Shout out to some dude. Welcome to the stream, bro. Blue Badge Gang in the building. Great to see you here. Shout out to everyone watching the stream, everyone who's still here. If you guys want to share the stream, you guys can with the link in the chat. And if you guys enjoyed today's stream, smash that like button. Subscribe to all of our channels. The channel links are in the description for David, Hunter, VG Mobster, and Karl Rocco. They got dope content, so make sure you guys check them out. And if you're new here, subscribe on V-CiPz. We got all kinds of live streams, the broadcast, gameplay, and even the series Hot Takes is coming back. So that's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
That's hype.
It is. It is. I'm going to be shitting all over everything that people like, so I'm just going
Don't
to be
forget where
honest.
Kingdom Hearts belongs, man.
At the top of the...
At the top.
At the top.
Kingdom
Right,
Hearts.
right at the top, right next to Mario, right next to Persona, right next to Zelda, and right next to all these other amazing
Absolutely.
games. It doesn't belong down here. No. Kingdom Hearts is amazing. Literally, I will stand for Kingdom Hearts. Like,
Agreed. It's amazing.
V-CiPz, come on, let's get it done.
There's a reason why I didn't predict that, man, and it's because they're not doing it. They're not doing it. It'd be
Aw,
nice,
man.
but if they were to do it, they'll be like, "Here's 1.5," and they'll drop it for $60.
Sure. I would buy that.
For
1.5.
For 60?
Oh, no, not for that. But like 1.5, 2.5 together, I would buy that.
See that I would buy that too.
I think it'll be up to 2.5 if it comes.
I love that game.
Yeah, the thing is I just don't see it happening. It'd be cool, but I don't know.
It came to PC. Like they're they're missing out on that market.
Yeah, it
for
came to
Switch.
Steam, Epic Games, Xbox, Game Pass, and it went to PlayStation, of course.
Weird, super weird.
Shout out Demicro.
Hey, Demicro, hey, hey.
Bugging.
But yo, I agree with what Mateo said. I support Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't exist. Hey, all I'm gonna say for anyone who's here who likes Kingdom Hearts, here's what I gotta say about Kingdom Hearts. If you like Kingdom Hearts and you hate Kingdom Hearts 3, which I hate Kingdom Hearts 3, if you play the mobile game, you get the rest of the story that fills all the holes, and they just finished it the other day, and I thought it was absolute buffoonery. You want to? All right, I'm just gonna let y'all know because most of you don't play the mobile game. Real quick, you are Xehanort. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Totally makes sense. It all makes sense now.
Literally. So when people would make jokes like I'm Xehanort in all the games, in the mobile game you play as your created character, and you find out your created character reincarnates into Xehanort. So they made reincarnating a thing now. So there's time travel. Now there's reincarnation.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. You have no idea how the theories are going out for the Kingdom Hearts channels.
It just doesn't get more convoluted, man, than Kingdom Hearts.
but as long as you find a way to keep track, you'll understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Battle system in Kingdom Hearts. I like it. So
yeah, I just like the gameplay. The story is like it's too much.
Kingdom Hearts 2 got the best gameplay though.
Yeah, I love 2.
2 is great. 2 is a great game. But
it's a classic. I can't think of a better game.
We have a content request there, V-CiPz, from Mateus.
Oh, I'm waiting for you to make a Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video telling the story. Zero patience to play 300. Honestly, I was thinking about doing a video, like going into a deep dive, analyzing it. I was thinking about doing it, but it's going to be like a 50-minute video, so expect it to be 50 minutes long. Like, literally, the cutscene was 48 minutes long, and if I'm analyzing it, talking about it, it's going to be like an hour. I might as well do a stream for it, but...
You got stream it, yeah, there you go. Kingdom Hearts stream, there you go. Get your play on there, and then you can do it.
And shouts to Knife Life Media. What's good, bro? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here, too. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to everyone being here. And don't worry if any of you are late. Thank you all for being here. We covered our thoughts on Nintendo and also Capcom. We're going to cover our thoughts on Square Enix and then Microsoft. And then we'll just go over some of our personal favorite moments at E3. And then answer some more of your questions, of course. Thank you all for being here. 20 concurrent viewers. And we did hit 33 likes. Let's get 2 more likes to hit 35 like hype. That'd be awesome if you can. Nice. And Mateo says, is that how you pronounce it, by the way, Karl? The way you said it before? I thought it was Mateo.
Mateus.
Mateus? Is that it? Is that the actual way to pronounce? I'm somewhat good at pronouncing stuff, but sometimes I'm not. So Mateus coming through. Sorry if that's if I've been mispronouncing your name wrong. That's my bad. But Mateus says, when you guys said EA doesn't know how to sell games, LOL. Oh man. And
they don't.
They really don't. And Matthew says, how about a new Dead Space? I think they need to bring the trilogy back. They need to do a trilogy remaster before they make a new Dead Space. At least that's all.
Well, that's a good idea. But when Mass Effect came out, you know, give Dead Space the Mass Effect treatment.
Yeah,
you know?
That'd be awesome.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. And then some dude says, facts, I would cop a Switch collection easily for Kingdom Hearts. Right?
Hell yeah, a lot of people would.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
they're missing out on that market. It's crazy.
The part that I don't understand is games in the Kingdom Hearts timeline are on Nintendo platforms. Chain of Memories, Recoded, Dream Drop, 358, and the only one that isn't important is Recoded. The rest of it's important.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Weird. Very weird decision.
Yeah.
So we getting into Square Enix?
Yeah, we're about to get into it in a second because Demicro brings up something that I want to mention about Square Enix. That's why Kingdom Hearts is trash, but unlike Balan, Kingdom Hearts uses a scented trash bag, while Balan is just stinky.
My God, what did Kingdom Hearts do to him, bro? Like...
yo, you too, David. You and Demicro. What did Kingdom Hearts do to you guys, man? And
I don't mind Kingdom Hearts. It's just tough for me.
Divided the fan base. I don't know why. I mean,
man. Well, here's some of my Square Enix predictions. Speaking of Balan Wonderworld, they're going to announce another price decrease to $29.99 at the show, and tell everyone to buy Balan Wonderworld.
Wow.
Oh, Christ.
That was
That's
bad.
trash out of you.
That's how I got it on Amazon. It's all G.
Yeah, but I think that's what they're gonna do. Like, be like, hey, by the way, we released Yuji Naka's Balan Wonderworld. It was $59.99, but now it's on sale for half off, $29.99. They won't mention how it was on sale for $49, or they won't mention how it was already on sale for $39. They're just gonna say it went from $59 to $29. They make it like it's a sale.
They'll announce it 99, and then during the show it'll get cut to $19.99 on Amazon.
During the show.
Yo, what if people literally bought copies and then after the show they intentionally sell their copies for half off just for the meme?
Wow.
That'd be
You might
wild.
as well.
You know, I'm gonna address Mateus's little comment there. I will defend
Oh.
Balan Wonderworld. You know,
Oh,
it's like
jeez. Here we go.
Please don't.
Man.
it's
Oh,
fucking
bro.
time capsule. It was made for people 30 years ago. So what can you really do but appreciate it?
So bad.
You mean
Was
that
it
in the mechanics too? It was made. It wasn't made 30 years
ever
ago.
played, like ever.
That demo was so bad.
It was. It was
The demo
horrible.
was so bad it made me laugh. I was just sitting
Yeah,
back
it was
laughing
horrible.
at how atrocious it was.
It was
So,
the
yeah.
fastest I uninstalled a game from my system.
Oh yeah, that was a satisfying uninstall.
It was horrible. It was really
I'll
bad.
find out how bad it really is real soon.
Well,
Oh, it was so bad.
I promise you, the way it plays, you would think it was made 60 years ago, not
Yeah,
30.
dude. Just like.
Right. Yeah.
I just think too, maybe the most annoying thing was like the one attribute per like power up cap in the beginning of the demo. I was like, this is so annoying, and it like
Right.
took me out of the game completely. I was just like, no, thank you.
Too much backtracking.
Yeah, I was like, no, thank you.
I got a few more Square Enix predictions. We're gonna get DLC for Outriders and Marvel's Avengers.
Yes, Avengers for sure.
Yeah, I think both are very likely, especially with Outriders. That game, unlike Marvel's Avengers, actually performed kind of well, surprisingly well. People were talking crap about it, and then it released, and people were playing it.
Square Enix to put that on Game Pass day one. That was smart. That was a good move on their part, I think.
Yeah. It
For
helped the game.
Outriders.
They should have done
Yeah.
the same with Balan Wonderworld.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing was gonna save that game, bro. That
Hey,
game was
hey,
doomed
but at
from
least
the
it's on
start.
Game Pass. People can try it and not spend $60.
Ugh.
$15 to actually download it. Okay, maybe, but
Yeah.
to not it.
Before we continue, what's up, Michael Redmond? Welcome to the stream, and shoutouts to Relish08 coming to the stream too. Thank you for
Yo,
coming through.
Relish, 341 in the building. What's up, brother?
Yeah, we got everyone coming through. Let's go. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you coming through. Knife Life, Dior, Kazoo, Crit Astra, Mateus, Some Dude, Michael Redmond, Relish, Demicrow, Nindy Gamer, Matthew Edson, and everyone lurking too. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. I just got a few more predictions, and then we'll go into everyone's predictions here for Square Enix as well. There's going to be no Kingdom Hearts shown at the Square Enix presentation. None.
Okay.
Oh, you would say
That's
that,
fair.
David. Oh my god.
Uh,
Boo!
uh,
Boo this man! Anyone see that meme? Boo this man!
Yeah.
But we're gonna see more Final Fantasy 16 gameplay, and we're gonna get that official 2021 release. For those who don't know, it was leaked last year that rumors of Final Fantasy 16 and that it would be coming in this year, and I think it's possible it's still gonna come this year.
Damn.
I think
That's
it's
hype.
possible. That would be so hype. And after
think
that,
so?
I do think so. I think it's very likely, honestly.
I think we see it, but I think we get a 2022 release date.
Hey,
I think that's more likely.
If they delay it because of the, everyone knows the pandemic, then maybe,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it would make sense. But I don't know. They did say that it would be possible this year. Imagine that and SMT5 in November. My bank account, man, crying by that point. Shit, so many games this year. Next up,
Yeah.
this is definitely happening. Tomb Raider Anniversary Trilogy is happening for sure. Like, I can't imagine it not happening.
Yeah.
Yo, Switch Mob, stand up.
That was on my list.
Now, for Switch or no?
What's up?
Depends on which trilogy. I would say if they do
Yeah.
the latest 3 games, I don't see it happening. But
That's
if
what I
they do
think it
like
is.
the PS3 games, I think it's possible.
But I think that's
Yeah.
what it is, though. The new 3 games.
I
Not
think we're gonna get the originals.
you think the originals?
Yeah, why not? It's been a long time since we've seen a re-release.
Would
Yeah.
it be a remaster or a remake, though?
Probably a remastered.
I think remaster. I don't think they'd remake them. I think just a remaster if it comes.
And I just got one last prediction. More Neo, The World Ends With You.
Yep.
Definitely gonna see more of that.
Yeah,
Easily.
man. I want more. I'm so pumped for that game.
Yeah, they've been showing a lot of stuff lately about it. They've been showing the anime that they released recently. They've been showing some trailers of the gameplay, and it looks better, in my opinion, than the original The World Ends With You by a landslide. But that's just visually how I feel about it. Like, I think the 3D look actually looks better for the gameplay. Because the way it looked back on the DS, I wasn't a fan of that weird style. I'm not sure. Everything looked tall. I'm not sure. That's just me, though, but...
Yeah, considering the limitations of that system, though, I mean, you know,
that's
they
why.
do what they can, you know
Exactly.
What I mean?
It's the DS, you know, it's 15 years ago the DS came out. How old do we feel now? 15 years ago the DS came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was 12 at that time. I'm 27 or about to be 27. Christ.
Yeah.
But that is all for my Square Enix predictions. We're just gonna read the last of these comments in the chat real quick, and then we're gonna get to David for some Square Enix stuff. Nindy Gamer says, "Balan feels like a game made for kids by someone who underestimates a child's intelligence." I believe.
Oh
it.
yeah.
See that?
Demico says Final Fantasy 7 or 15 Cloud for Switch. 15 Cloud maybe. 7 remake. I don't know.
I would say 7 over
Yeah.
15. 15 has that sexy mobile port, while 7 is just we just have the original. So don't know.
Pocket Edition Final Fantasy 15. I keep forgetting that that's even on the Switch.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Crap.
That belongs right next to Kingdom Hearts, dude.
No,
Bruh.
it does not.
Alright, stop the slander.
You're slandering, yo.
I'm just kidding.
Oh no, yeah. Oh man, you're lucky I enjoy Persona and Kingdom Hearts and a few other franchises equally in amazement. Cause, man, I don't know, man. Shout outs, Michael Redmond says, "How was my day? My day was good. How was your day?" All right. Some dude says, "Don't tempt me. I'll buy Balan just for the meme."
Don't do it, some dude.
Please,
Don't
some
do
dude. Wait till Black Friday. It'll be $9.99 by
don't
then.
do it unless you have kids that want to play it.
Don't subject your kids to that. It'll just, kill brain cells at that point, man.
Balan is a very sluggish game for a platformer. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
It's very sluggish.
Give him Mario Galaxy. That's so much better.
Yo, Matthew Edson says Balan trains your uninstall skills.
Yes, it does. How fast you can uninstall.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see doing that on the Switch. It's like a refresh. It's good for a tutorial on that, yeah.
Right. And then Mateus says, from Square, I want to see a new Dissidia in the likes of the PSP games. That would be pretty cool, a new Dissidia. That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, David, I know you aren't the biggest, fondest person of Square Enix in some ways, because Kingdom Hearts is one of their best franchises.
No, I'm a fan, actually. They have some good stuff. They have some garbo, but they have some good stuff too.
Is it the Disney part you don't like, or which
No,
part
not
do you
at
know?
all. I'm not a fan of Nomura in general. I don't like how he makes his stories work.
Works
so.
on Final Fantasy,
I
right?
see.
Nomura works
What'd
on
you
Final
say?
Fantasy. Nomura works on Final Fantasy. He works on
I
The
know.
Ones of You.
I know, but his touches on stories is like, not my thing. But I have a couple of predictions for Square though, so
All
that
right.
you didn't mention this
Lay it
time.
on us.
I think we'll see Life is Strange True Colors,
Oh, I hope we
which
don't.
I liked the first game. I liked Before the Storm. I didn't really like the second game, so we'll see what's up with this one.
Yeah,
But I think
first
we'll
game
see
was
that
alright.
one. Yeah. I don't think we'll see Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 because Intergrade just came out, so I don't think we see that yet.
They're probably
especially
gonna be
since...
like Intergrade's out now. Go buy it. They're probably gonna do
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Plus, I do think that we'll see 16 too, so they don't want to have an overload. And we're also going to see Final Fantasy Origins, which is like a Soulsborne style Final Fantasy 1 reboot / prequel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's really exciting to me. I want to see more about that. And I also want to get, that's more of a wish than a prediction, but I wish we get some type of other old IP revival, such as Trials of Mana, in that style, like
Chrono Trigger. Yeah.
Brother.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah, possibly. I wish Chrono Trigger gets the Dragon Quest 3 treatment.
That'd be sick.
Octopath
Yeah.
treatment.
I
Yes.
just that would be better than a full remake to me. If they do a 2.5D, it would be amazing.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't think we get.
PDHD.
Yeah.
You know.
2D HD for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
unfortunately, I don't think we get any type of Dragon Quest content because we just got that stream.
Oh.
So I don't really think we'll
Good
see
point.
more of 12. Maybe we see another trailer for 3 though, but I don't think we see 12 at this show.
I agree.
That's still a pretty good lineup, personally. I'm
Oh,
very
yeah.
excited about FF Origins. So
Yeah, that's usually a good show, to be honest. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta be careful though, because the reason why my predictions were like no Kingdom Hearts and a lot of other Western stuff was the last Square Enix presentation. They basically had only Western stuff the whole time.
yeah,
So
Mm.
it'd be nice to see Final Fantasy 16, but aside from that, I'm expecting a lot of Western stuff. But that's just me though. Square Enix with their events, they're not like Nintendo, and they're not even like Sony State of Play. Like, it's not my cup of tea most of the time with their events. They need to do a better job, in my opinion. But we'll see
yeah.
how
But
they
at
do this
E3
week.
they're good. Like E3 2019, they nailed it.
Yeah.
So I'm hopeful. Carefully hopeful.
All right, Hunter. Any Square Enix predictions?
Yeah. I do think we might see some Dragon Quest. Like, I know, like, we just had that stream, but I really need a release date for that Dragon Quest 3 remake. I'm hoping that maybe they will, but probably not. Also with Square, yeah, I agree with you, VC. I don't think we're gonna see Kingdom Hearts. Like, a sequel is a long ways off.
Long ways away.
Yeah, yeah. And we just got the Dragon Quest 12 announcement, which I was super hype about. But that game's probably not coming out for another 2 or so years.
Oh, 12?
They're
Yeah.
gonna spend a while on it.
Years, I think.
Right.
I was expecting to see more at that 35th show, by the way, about 12. I was like, man, this game's been in the works since like 2017. They're 4 years in, and we only got a PNG. Like, I was expecting at least a bit of gameplay, so
It's
that
gonna
was
take a
kind of
while.
disappointing. I'm excited
Yeah.
for Dragon Quest 12 because I'm a big fan
Me
of
too.
the series,
Me three.
but I was disappointed of the PNG.
Yeah, I think maybe it's because they put too much time into the Switch version. I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's farther
Possibly.
along in development than we think. But yeah, they Metroid Prime forward us with the Dragon Quest 12 announcement.
Hopefully, it's not like Bayonetta 3 too.
Oh God, no.
SMT5 too. Don't forget that SMT5 was announced before Bayo 3 and Metroid Prime 4.
But
and
hey,
we didn't see much more, so
At least it's coming this Nintendo Direct.
at least it's coming. Yeah.
But anything else, Hunter?
No, I don't got that many predictions for Square.
No
I'm not
problem.
sure what they're gonna hit us with.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping we get a lot more Japanese influenced games. Me personally, I prefer a lot of those games from Square Enix. A lot of their Western releases, I'm just not a fan of most of the time.
Right. Yeah, I think we'll see Final Fantasy 16 gameplay for sure.
Hell yeah. Karl, let's up. Let's know some of your
So
Square
I think
Enix.
we're gonna get a Balan Wonderworld remastered. No, I'm just kidding.
Sequel.
no.
Complete edition.
No, in all seriousness, I'm gonna be very frugal with Square Enix. I think they're gonna do the whole thing like you and David said about, integrate's out, go buy it now, PlayStation 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Like anybody can really get a PlayStation 5 anyway.
Almost
But
impossible.
I
Seriously.
do think if we see anything Kingdom Hearts related, it's probably going to be like a re-release of 3, pretty much, and that's it. We're not going to get anything big there. I do think we're going to see that Final Fantasy 16 game in some capacity, on top of the Final Fantasy 7 mobile game. I'm hoping that it comes to Switch. I think that it's probably going to be the most complete Final Fantasy 7 experience that anyone's ever going to see.
The mobile game, right?
Why limit it to just the mobile phone?
Right.
I'm going to get it because, whatever. But that type of game would sell like hotcakes on the Switch. $49.99, $59.99, it doesn't matter. People will
Oh
buy
yeah,
it.
$59.99 for a mobile game on the Switch? That seems a little bit steep.
Yeah, but Final Fantasy 7 is like really much one of those games where it's polarizing in that it's overrated, but it's still very good. and people are gonna buy it no matter how many times you re-release it.
Right.
And,
Yeah, it's a legendary.
It's
game.
got that Resident Evil 4 effect.
There's really no
the Mario
way
64,
you can
the
go about
Ocarina
that.
of Time
And,
effect. Right.
I do think that we're gonna see some more of that Dragon Quest 12. I think what we saw at that Dragon Quest presentation. I mean, I sneezed and it was over. So I really think that we're gonna get a little bit more Dragon Quest, and
I hope you're right, man.
I
you're
hope
right.
so.
I think maybe we'll get some more Final Fantasy Online stuff too, and that's really about it,
Right.
honestly.
Oh, by the way, shout outs to B-Leaf, who showed some support with a $3 holla. I'm not sure why it didn't pop up on stream, but I think it popped up on screen, though. I'm not sure. But shout outs to B-Leaf coming through with the 3 holla. Get some 100% emotes in the chat for B-Leaf. And yeah, Relish, I mentioned that earlier, Tomb Raider. We're definitely going to probably see a Tomb Raider trilogy of some kind for the anniversary. That's what I think.
Some dude, I actually agree with you that if Balan, gets a director's cut, there will be a jump feature, a double jump feature.
Like, they'll actually incorporate it to
man.
a button. Because, like...
Yeah.
You have to like backtrack halfway through the level to get to. Yeah, okay.
Just let that
don't
game
know why
die.
you green that game, but I'm
Yeah, it's
Yo,
DOI, brother.
I still can't believe they really announced Death Stranding director's cut yesterday. There's no reason for that.
That was a troll.
It's just how Kojima wanted Kojima on the stream. That's the only reason they made
Yeah, it was an excuse to have him on the stream. It's
Yeah.
very true.
it. But
And he was talking about how he's a prophet. Like, oh, I like to think 5 to 10 years into the future, and now with Death Stranding, I kind of made it happen. Like, shut the fuck up. like low key. Like you're an innovator, Kojima, but you can't be talking like that. Like he was like bringing up 9/11 and like someone else brought up Hitler. Like what do you guys?
Hey,
going on?
he's woke, bro.
Did you see how the trailer was presented though? It was completely out of Metal Gear Solid.
Yup.
Yeah, it was a
whole
reference
thing.
to Metal Gear.
Yeah, so hopefully it's a sign. Maybe he'll be able to work on some Metal Gear games in the future, somehow.
yeah,
Hopefully.
He
Yeah.
definitely referenced it, like coming out of the box and everything, the cardboard box.
Yeah.
I was like, "Where is this going?"
I was
It
like,
just an Easter
he's
egg.
gonna jump in that box, isn't he? He's gonna jump in that box, and he jumped in the box.
Yeah, he did. Thought
Wow.
maybe Snake would come out or something.
Yo, shouts to Rescue Squad. Welcome to the stream, Rescue Squad. Great to see you. And yeah, I mentioned that just a little bit earlier, Relish, but it's all good. And Knife Life says, I want to see more of Forspoken, formerly Project Arbus. I think that's likely, actually. I kind of forgot about that because I need to see more of it. But Forspoken
yeah, I
seems
think
like.
that'll be there. I think they'll be there.
And let me see. And then we have Armchair. I'm hoping said Tomb Raider trilogy's on Switch too. Well, if it's the older games, it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
For sure. And Matthew Edson says Yoko Taro is the true prophet. Oh yeah. Yo, Nier Automata. Do you guys think there's gonna be Nier Replicant DLC at the Square Enix presentation? Replicant DLC?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Because
I think a little more time though. A little more time, I think. But
I kind of want, now I'm going to just piggyback on that Nier stuff. We're talking about Replicant and all this other Nier stuff. Let's get the original Nier, out there, please. I don't know if anybody's ever played it. It came out on PlayStation 3.
the Western release, right?
Yeah, the Western one. Just re-release that one, for the love of God. Just re-release that one. Because the other games are great, but this one, I don't know, it has a special place in my heart. And it's so good. And release it on the Switch for like $40 and be done with it, please.
Maybe they'll remaster that one, possibly.
Just like Replicant.
God, I would buy that. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh, and Beef said I had a question in that 3 don't know about Triangle Strategy. Not sure if anyone brought this up, but y'all think we'll see more Project Triangle Strategy? I did actually bring that up when we were talking about Nintendo. I do think it's possible we'll see more gameplay, and if we do see more gameplay, they'll show it off a little bit at the Treehouse.
I think they pull a Bravely Default 2 Octopath Traveler on us, and they gave us a second demo too.
Ooh. During
That's
the direct,
possible, yeah.
That'd be awesome if they did that, honestly. Because they're saying it's a 2022 release, too, so they're definitely pretty far along already.
Yeah.
we can put a second down on the fall direct. I think that's when we're gonna get it. I don't know about E3, but it's fall direct. I think we'll get it.
Maybe either one, either E3 or like you said, a fall direct is possible. But yeah, it's called Near Gestalt would be the term, because basically we got Gestalt, Karl, and in Japan they got Replicant. So that's basically what it is. So
I didn't know Replicant was actually a thing. I thought like
It
the
was new.
original Nier was that the Gestalt one that we got.
well, yeah,
That's actually- I learned
they made a
from
they made a whole like separate game for the West. Because like they back in the day they thought like a more brute, bigger like male character would fit better than the more younger, slim male character that they had in Replicant. So they changed like a decent part of the story, and they did a bunch of other stuff in the like that makes Gestalt different from
so
Replicant.
then maybe I should just play Replicant.
Well, it's not exactly the same, but they had to change some stuff
Alright, yeah.
because like story wise, like the character
makes
was a
sense.
totally different character. So.
Yeah.
But and one last thing before we continue with Square Enix with VG Mobster. I believe Mateus said I'd be down for Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. Yes, Final Fantasy 13 is underrated. It's overhated. Like for anyone who's played Final Fantasy 13, it's good. You making a smug face, David? What's up? You're like, ooh?
I
Underrated.
don't know about underrated. It's not as bad as people say. I'll give you that, but I don't know.
Hey, I must just be enjoying it. I like it too much, I guess. Who knows? But it's definitely good for sure. But
Let's put it this way: with Final Fantasy 13, there's no Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 7 remake. But let's just throw that out. Those two games borrow elements from 13.
Yep.
And it's blatantly obvious.
It's very
That's
true.
interesting.
But VG, let us know some of your Square Enix predictions.
Yeah, you guys covered a lot of it. I mean, we're definitely gonna integrate, like plug for sure. That's definitely happening for this. But I mean, Project Triangle strategy, we might get a little bit more on that. VC, like you were saying, with the Tomb Raider collection, I think that's actually pretty likely to happen. But I think it might be the older games as opposed to the new games. With like a remaster, like an up-res kind of, like with some quality of life control improvements. I think we could see that. What I hope that we're seeing in the Final Fantasy 16, but I hope that Square Enix goes in the battle a little bit. Like now we get like a Fear Effect revival or a Parasite Eve or like Just Cause. You know what I mean? Like one of those IP that they don't really push it.
They don't utilize them
again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
let's try to get some of the IPs that are dormant, and just bring it back and get a new revenue stream for them. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be great. Instead of just I feel like they're so Final Fantasy heavy and doing like ports of their older games. Like the RPGs. I think it'd be good to get like one of those kind of games. To come in, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think too we're also going to get, because Square Enix does it like a game kind of like HunterN64. It might be like a new IP name for the JRPG, but I think we're going to see some sort of new
from the team made I Am Setsuna and Oninaki and Lost Sphere.
Yeah, exactly, something in that vein. I think we're going to get a game like that as well, from the conference.
Sure. In the chat, Knife Life Media says Final Fantasy 13 is the best battle theme, though. It is one of the best battle themes.
Ooh, nice.
But that could be up for debate because there's a lot of good battle themes. Final Fantasy 6 has a great battle theme. Tactics got a great battle theme. There's a bunch. And Demico says I like the Final Fantasy 13 main character. Pretty much everyone does. Oh my god. Some dude says, as a hardcore Nier and Drakengard fan, aside from the main character relationship to Yona being different, it's essentially the same game with some slightly different voice lines. So yeah, you could probably play Replicant if you'd like, Karl. Probably could. And Captain Chaz says, Mario Rabbit sequel? Based on its name, I'm betting on an RPG or dungeon crawler. Well, I think it's going to be the same gameplay style, Captain Chaz. It's just that it's going to be at the Ubisoft event, and it's going to be that XCOM gameplay. I don't think they're going to change it to an RPG or a dungeon crawler. They wouldn't do that. It wouldn't make sense.
I think you should build upon what the first game did and just refine it, and make it bigger and better. I think the game isn't broken or anything. Just keep expanding and making it better.
Right. And then Captain Chaz then said after that, 13 trilogy trash. Yusuke oofs. My god. Oh man, and yo, 3 likes went 40 like hype. You guys are awesome. We got one last show to cover, which is the Microsoft show, and then we're just gonna discuss one at a time our favorite E3 moment, and then we'll wind down after that. So I hope you guys have been enjoying today's episode of the broadcast. Hope you guys are having a good time. Check out the homies Hunter and Karl and VG Mobster and David. All their channels are in the description. Make sure you follow them on YouTube and Twitch, and on all other social media platforms that they will be promoting at the end as well. Thank you guys for coming through. I really appreciate it. Mateus, right before we continue on, says the truth is Kingdom Hearts 3 is the real Final Fantasy 15. Oh, you mean Final Fantasy Versus? Because that's what really didn't come out. At least Kingdom Hearts 3 did come out, and same with Final Fantasy 15. But
Kingdom Hearts 3 was rushed, though. You could tell.
Yeah. Like, they showed that reveal trailer 8 years ago, and they didn't start working on it until 4 years later, which is so messed up.
Yeah. It just didn't come out as good as it should have.
Yep. I wouldn't have minded if they just, like, that game, like, David, I can agree with you on that. That Kingdom Hearts game is trash. Like,
it's not good.
Like, the Remind DLC literally was like a Band-Aid on a sinking ship. Like, it was great, don't get me wrong, it helped a little bit, but it's still Kingdom Hearts 3. At least to me, it's, if you played, like, 2 and 1 and seen how much value the games have, and it's just no comparison, to me personally. But that's how I see it. Let's talk about some Microsoft, though. I have a few predictions. Halo Infinite gameplay is totally happening, but it's not going to look much better than what it originally looked like, which is what a lot of leaks have been saying. A lot of leaks have been saying recently, Halo Infinite is going to be shown, but it's not this huge update graphically. So, it's still going to look the same, for the most part. There'll be a few differences here and there, of course, because they have to improve after what happened last year. They had no launch game. Like, yeah. So, they have to do something to make it look better, but supposedly, from what I've seen, supposedly it's going to look the same. So, I predict that's going to be there. I definitely think we're going to have Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice 2. Hellblade 2, that's going to be shown. They're going to see more gameplay of that. I think a release date will be 2022, though. I'm not sure about 2021 yet for that game. It'd be cool for 2021, but I feel like they're going to take more time to refine that and make it a fleshed-out experience. After that, we're definitely going to see some Starfield gameplay shown. They're going to finally show gameplay. Because, like, they've teased it multiple times by this point. So they may show some gameplay. And then one last prediction I'm going to go off of, so I don't take anyone else's, just in case if I say anything you guys already wrote down. I know I did that earlier. We're totally going to see Persona 5 Royal. It's happening. There's literally no doubt in my mind. If it doesn't happen, I'll have a dunce cap on whatever stream we're doing on Monday. Which is the Capcom stream.
Play Balan Wonderworld.
Play Balan Wonderworld? I'm sorry, but I think someone asked that once. I'm like, nah, that's gotta be a sponsored stream. I ain't buying that. Nah.
Persona for Switch?
Persona Switch? No Persona for Switch. Persona's not coming to Switch. What is this? That's not happening.
It is coming to Switch, but not yet.
And if it is coming to Switch, it's Persona Dancing.
Nah.
Persona Dancing.
It's so much easier for them to port that.
Games, just do it. Yeah, why not?
But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on Microsoft's presentation, your predictions for what's to come? David, you go first.
I think we get a lot of Game Pass announcements. No major game necessarily on there. P5 seems likely. Not as confident as I used to be about the announcement at E3. I think it's a matter of time, though, so we'll see about that.
If it isn't there, it will be eventually. There's too many stars aligning. Too many things have been leaking about Microsoft and Sega's connections lately. Like, it's very plausible.
I really hope we see the new Fable and the new Perfect Dark, but both of them seem unlikely.
Perfect Dark, yeah.
But I had Starfield, Forza Horizon 5, Lost Judgment. Maybe we see what's going on with that Nintendo partnership too. That's been rumored for a long time and teased for a long time too. So
Game Pass on Switch, that'd be pretty dope.
Possibly, I don't know.
I'd cancel my Game Pass PC subscription and go to Switch then.
Yeah, they're cooking something up. I just wonder if it's time for us to see it or not. So same thing with the Kojima. I know Kojima's working with Microsoft on something. But I think it may be too soon for them to announce it. Yeah.
Mateus says, Fools! It will be Halo and Bethesda only.
I mean, no, I think Forza is extremely likely. So
Definitely,
you can at
they
least
show it
expect-
every year. They show Forza every year.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
literally
an every year
every
game
year.
nowadays. Yeah.
I think Forza is going to be important though for Xbox because I feel like that's a game that can really show the power of the Series X, and there's not a lot of games because they're so concerned with making everything backwards compatible. Like, show me that game running 4K, 120 frames per second. Like, show me the power. You are the most
Yeah.
powerful console. Like, let's see it. Let's see it work here.
Yeah, Forza should be the game that catapults that into existence because a lot of games aren't utilizing the full power of the series.
Yeah, exactly.
And anything else, David?
No, for Xbox, that was it.
All right, dope. Yo, Hunter, what's good? You think we gonna get some Banjo?
Yeah, I was gonna end off with that. I want a Banjo-Kazooie remake.
Man, that'd be
Really
so
bad.
good. So good.
Yo, all the games remade and just put it together. I would like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my predictions are they're going to show off Flight Simulator running on the Xbox Series X. I think they're definitely going to show that.
That'd be nice.
prediction. That's a good
Yeah, and that'll be cool because that game really beats up PCs. So to see it running well on the Series X, that'll be dope.
Yeah.
We're going to see some gameplay for Halo Infinite, and it's not going to look jank this time. I think they're going to clean it up, and it's going to look good. I actually didn't think it looked that bad when they first showed it. It's just like the clouds and the other things were kind of jank and broken, so it just needed more time in the oven. I think the game should turn out pretty good. We'll see though.
Right.
And then yeah, it's gonna end up. We need that Banjo-Kazooie remake. I would love that.
I agree.
Like, please.
That would be amazing.
And it needs to be
Yeah.
on Xbox, of course, PC, and Switch.
And
They
Switch,
gotta
yeah.
put it on Switch because they'll make so many extra sales off of it and capitalize.
Yeah, I will flip out if they do that. I also think Rare Replay, that would be great on the Switch. If we could play Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie,
Yeah.
Conquer.
Even if they don't have like the Xbox games on there, just even like the legacy Nintendo ones, even just to go to Switch, I'm even alright with that.
Yeah, like Rare Replay.
Right.
Wherever you
Yeah.
play screens, Nintendo.
Yes,
Yeah.
To be
it
honest.
It does. Yeah, Banjo's goated. Just saying. One of the best 3D platformers out there. It's frustrating that Microsoft doesn't do anything with Conquer or Banjo.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's all about Forza, Halo, and Gears. And by the way, I do think Forza is going to be there. Horizon 5.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
I liked Horizon 4. I think it's actually a fantastic racing game.
I've never been that into the Forza series. I've liked Gran
They're good.
Turismo. I was more of a Gran Turismo guy.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I had a PlayStation.
Forza's more arcadey. It's not as realistic as Gran Turismo, but it's really fun. I liked Horizon 4 a lot.
Mhm.
So, Karl, let us know some of your Microsoft predictions if there's any that you think that could be possible at E3. Along with Bethesda,
and,
too.
obviously, the Halo Infinite is going to be there, and I think it's going to be ever so slightly improved. I don't think that anybody's really going to be happy with it. And
Agreed.
You know, the reason for it is because they're, you know, I've been approached by them a few times, and I've had spoken to people who worked on the project when I was looking for a job in the industry, and they would say that, you know, the original code that was created, it's kind of being, you know, redone by contractors, you know, over and over and over and over and over again. So it's kind of like, how many times can you know, fix something before it's completely broken?
Right.
So I don't think it's going to be entirely, you know, this mind-blowing, oh my god, it looks so much better. But I do think that we're going to see an improvement. Will it be worth it? I mean, I didn't mind that gorilla-looking thing in the trailer, but
What did they name him? Craig.
Craig!
it's whatever. But to kind of like close that part up, it's not going to look much better because at the end of the day, Halo Infinite is supposed to be this direct competitor to Destiny, and every single direct competitor to Destiny, in spite of Destiny's flaws, has always fallen really low by the wayside. And I don't know why that is, because as a Destiny player, you know, there's so many inconsistencies there. But
Yeah.
be that as it may, to the next prediction I would think is this Nintendo partnership is going to be unveiled. So, you know, what it is exactly, I don't know, but my best guess would be, you know, Game Pass or xCloud being on the actual Switch. Mainly because you're not going to fit the Master Chief Collection on a cartridge, and even if you do provide a cartridge for the Master Chief Collection, it's going to be one game and everything else is going to be downloadable. There's just no way you can fit 100 gigs on a cartridge when only 64 is available.
It wouldn't be if it is on Switch, it wouldn't be 100 gigs though, because they'd have to downgrade most of it. Like, it wouldn't be 120 frames and all of that. So.
Absolutely, at 100%.
100%.
I think we're gonna get a surprise from Microsoft in the form of the Cuphead DLC finally being unveiled to some degree. I think that would be fantastic because the studio themselves has even said, "Oh, with the release of the DLC, we're going to get a physical copy of the game on Switch." They've already confirmed that, and they've also discussed on Twitter all the hurdles they've had to go through, you know, with the pandemic and having everything being hand drawn and things of that nature. So I do think we might get an update on that.
I have a question about Cuphead actually, because they've been working on the DLC for like 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it took them 4 to 5 years to make the regular game. So what if the DLC is like a full game expansion that they just add on to Cuphead? I think that's what it may be.
That'd be sick.
It's a third playable character. It's
Yeah,
not,
they have that too.
It's not just the character. So I'm actually really excited to see that if that does happen.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Forza. We're gonna get Forza. We have to get Forza.
Always.
It's been too long.
It's
Gear
been a year.
6,
Yeah.
we will see Gear 6 in the form of a teaser.
That's what I was thinking. I actually had that as a prediction. I just didn't want to say it in case anyone else had it. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Definitely a teaser there, and yeah, I mean, to kind of go with David's point, we're probably going to see a lot of Game Pass stuff too, and that's pretty much it.
Yo, shouts to King Narakami, who's hosting the stream even though we're not live on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you, Narakami. I appreciate it. But yeah, for those who don't know, the broadcast is only on YouTube. It's like an exclusive YouTube series. So that's why we're not on Twitch for this. But yeah.
That would be great to see Cuphead at E3 for Microsoft's conference. I would be hyped. That would be sick.
For sure, yo. It's one of those things where Cuphead and DLC have been like high hopes for the DLC, and we've just been waiting for it and waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of something people have been waiting for, I seen David and Narakami even talking about it in the chat. Something I didn't mention, no one else mentioned yet. Fable. I personally don't think Fable is going to be shown. I still think it's too early. I think it's in the Bayonetta 3 Metroid Prime department where it's like, here's the PNG, that's it. They showed us like a 15-second clip of like cinematic. Like
it was like the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement. It's like it's just like a CGI, like nothing's being shown from it. So it's years away. Fable is years away.
Yep.
They're currently trying to create a second team at Playground Games that they're working on Forza, but also on Fable, and they're trying to create a whole different team to work just on Fable and expand the team right now. So they're like they just started development basically. It's extremely early, so that's why I don't think we get that game. Same thing for Perfect Dark.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Ooh. That's nowhere near completion.
Narakami says I had a Twitch view count. How? Oh, on the bottom of the screen. Well, it's like an automatic thing when you have sources on Streamlabs, like it automatically has both of them together, the Twitch icon and the YouTube one. So yeah, even though we're not on Twitch, it does show it there. What you know what's better than Fable? Watching paint dry, Narakami says. I don't like that. Fable 1 and 2 are really good games.
They were.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are great.
Yeah, 1 and 2, yeah. 3 is like the redheaded stepchild, but people like it.
Yeah.
It's like me where I like Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4 even though most people hate it. But like I still like 3 in New Vegas, but
New Vegas is good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
that'd be sick to see on the Switch.
No, totally. Yeah. We definitely gotta hopefully see that. And B-Leaf says the Fable games were awesome. I agree, B-Leaf. 1 and 2 especially. And then Captain Chess says Destiny is dead to me. It jumped the shark with 2 of its updates and there's no going back. Yeah, it's one of those things where, me personally, I'm not a looter shooter kind of guy. Destiny isn't my cup of tea.
Destiny's not my thing.
Yeah. Matthew Edson then
Yeah, I
says,
just need to boot my Titan on for this new raid that came out, and I'm pretty much done. For
"Oh
the
yeah,
season.
you finished it up for the season
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna retire.
officially."
No, not from Destiny entirely. From the season.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, because the
Thought
next
you were
season's
done.
coming around too.
Dude, I'm heavily invested in Destiny. Like, I put 2,500 hours in the first one, and I can't even keep count of what I did on the second one. So it's, yeah, I'm invested.
Oh, King Narcon says Persona 6 announced at the Microsoft conference. He's clearly joking, by the way. he expects Persona 5 Royal though. Then Captain Chat said Lego Forza needs to be made as a full game. For anyone who remembers, they made that Lego Forza.
Lego Forza is cool. Yeah.
Expansion. That was really cool.
Yeah,
It was dope, but there wasn't enough content. Like they could have
Yeah.
went harder on it.
right.
Maybe they'll go back to that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then Matthew Edson says Jack Bros remake announcement coming. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one. But yo, VG, let us know some of your Microsoft predictions.
Yeah,
Sounds
like
good.
Cuphead's a big one. I really think the Cuphead DLC is definitely dropping. Like you said, V-CiPz, since it's been such a long time now at this point, I think it's kind of taken the Uncharted Lost Legacy route.
Right.
I think it's just going to be like a full game expansion on top of it, pretty much at this point. That's definitely one of my most anticipated Switch physical releases, so I really hope it comes. In terms of for Microsoft, I also want to see I want to see more. I mean, again, obviously it's Bethesda's. They're gonna pull out Starfield. It's definitely time. Yeah, I think they have really big high hopes for this IP. So hopefully, Starfield, and then you actually like not just cinematics. I think that's got to be the theme for this Microsoft show.
Yes.
You don't want CG trailers for everything, no matter what you do. Like, give us some gameplay. Show us some mechanics, show us like something a little more than just a CG. Like Hellblade looks so good. Like, I want to see it in engine on Series X. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think they really have to do this show, because the knock on Microsoft, and rightfully so, is they make more controllers than they make games. So let's see the fruits of your labors. You know what I'm saying? For all these studios you're acquiring. Let's get the fan base excited now. Show me why I need a Series X. You know what I mean? Like you said at launch, we said they have no games.
Yep.
There's no Series X exclusive games. Not even one.
Yep.
I mean, to me, that's like ridiculous. I don't know how they're not getting crucified for that, but
They're not getting crucified because people are playing Game Pass because they can't buy games, so they're playing Game
they
Pass.
put Game Pass on Xbox One S. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. You know what I mean? I mean, I can put it on my PC. It's the same thing. But so hopefully that's what I'm saying. I think this is their time. Sony is not going to be as prevalent as at this show. They'll probably do like a side announcement after or something. But this is their time. They have this big Bethesda acquisition.
Yeah.
Like let's get into some of these games. Like maybe another Doom DLC as well could drop. You know what I mean? Like maybe another Wolfenstein announcement as well.
I think from Obsidian, there's gonna be Outer Worlds 2. I think that's very possible.
Generally, I've heard there are like a lot of rumors on that, and the basic game is so good, and like I don't know if that's what I'm saying, because Fallout 76 really dropped the ball. I mean, I think Outer Worlds 2 is probably a higher priority for Microsoft at this point. You know what I mean? Instead of going back to Fallout with Bethesda. So yeah, Outer Worlds 2. Let's bring it on. You know what I mean? Like I think that would be great. So. I mean, that's just my hope for Microsoft, is that they really start showing us games. You know what I mean? Like whether they're like, I think it was either Hunter or Dave said about Life is Strange. Like let's see more, let's see like more and different types of games too. Like I don't want to be at a Microsoft show again and all I see is first-person shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like give us different variety of games. And that's another thing too. They have Game Pass. So they can take more risk and they can experiment more than a lot of these other studios, because they have a platform like that where you can take more risk on indies and more experimental titles that can end up being really big IPs for them. So let's flex that a little bit too, but bring new games that actually take advantage of their hardware, but in different genres. So. I think this is their time. I think if Microsoft fumbles this one, they're going to be in really big trouble. I think that this is their
They're
time to
already
shine.
in big trouble because, like we already mentioned and you mentioned, they have no exclusives. Like,
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to buy Series X right now. Like, what's the reason?
I mean,
there's really no reason.
Game Pass is probably the best deal in gaming, and it's a reason for most. It's enough of a reason for casual gamers.
yeah,
Get it.
Yeah,
for casual gamers, yeah.
Dropped $500 on a Series X when I got my PC that can play anything at higher frame rates.
Yeah, that's
If
why
you
I
have
think
a
that's-
nice-
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
Go ahead.
If you have a nice PC, you don't need an Xbox. I don't
Yep.
think it appeals to you personally. It appeals to like the casual gamer who wants a Series X for $400 and be able to play the latest Forza with high specs and not having to drop $1,000 on a PC for it.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a lot of ads.
Oh,
And
oh,
still
I'm not sure what's going on, but your
well.
microphone's acting up again.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all good. Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. Give me a reason. Give more people reasons to
Buy a Series
jump.
X. Yeah.
Yep.
There needs to be more reasons. Like Game Pass is a good reason, but like, is there anything else?
I agree about the fact that they should experiment more because they have Game Pass, though. That's a very good point.
That is true. And yeah, I think that wraps up our overall predictions. So we're just gonna go over through the chat real quick, and then just each of us will mention one of our favorite E3 moments, and then we'll start winding down a little bit. Thank you everyone who's watching the stream. I hope you guys been enjoying this episode of the broadcast. E3 predictions. It's E3 week, E3 2021. Get that hype going if you guys been enjoying the stream. That was our overall predictions for Microsoft, Nintendo, Capcom, and Square Enix as well. I almost forgot about them because they're not gonna have Kingdom Hearts there. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come for this week. I'm hoping a lot of our predictions come true. All the good ones, of course. But we'll see, man. But some dude says, yeah, the Hot Wheels expansion in Horizon 3 definitely had more content than the Lego one. It'd be dope to see him expand on it, though. Yeah,
Right.
Having more content in these expansions for sure. And then Knife Life says to Karl, that Vault of Glass, man, best activity they've ever released. I love that fucking raid for talk about Destiny. And then I think Karl I think he's frozen.
Is he frozen?
Yeah, I think Karl's frozen.
I was waiting
he
for him to
just
say
froze,
something about
yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah, he just froze literally at that moment.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, man, frozen.
R.I.P.
Alright.
for Karl, bro.
Karl, if you can hear us, you could just hop out the call and hop back in, I guess, and it should be fixed right after that. But yeah, you got some Destiny fans in here.
Yeah.
Captain Chess says they're gonna reveal Strikers Scramble for Xbox, no Persona 5. What do you think, David?
What's the first game that he said? Not Persona 5?
Oh no, well, Scramble Strikers.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Interesting. I don't know. I think P5 has an appeal, but P5S being a sequel has less appeal, I would say.
Right.
If they were to put Strikers on Xbox, I think it would have been at launch, just like what we got on Switch. I think P5, the base game, like I think they're gonna get vanilla P5.
Yeah, and that's what I thought Switch was gonna get originally, vanilla P5, but like it should have been there by now. Joker's been in Smash since 2018.
Yeah. Crazy.
The thing is, I get asked very often why I think it's more likely for Microsoft fans to get P5 than Nintendo. It's simple. It's because Microsoft has that fat check that Nintendo doesn't want to give Atlas for.
Bills,
and Atlas,
dollar bills.
yeah. And Atlas, they we know they love their money, so I think they're interested about that check for sure.
Definitely. And then we got Figure Drawing says, it was my destiny not to like Destiny. Well, Destiny 1 wasn't that bad, but I just didn't like Destiny 2. I wasn't that fond of Destiny 2 personally.
I heard it was a drop off in quality.
Yeah, Destiny 2 to 1? Yeah, it was totally not as good in my opinion. And then, shouts to everyone being here, yo. You guys are awesome. Matthew Edson says, the Indiana Jones games that was said to be in development. The new one. That could be shown. I'm not sure what event, but definitely could be shown.
Microsoft.
Hey, what's up, Karl? What's good? But
Yeah, the just froze on my computer for whatever reason.
Oh my, yeah, and that's actually happened to me once before. I was on a friend of ours, OJ's podcast, P podcast, and that happened to me once. And I remember I was in a moment where like I was making a face and like I was being clowned on. So luckily you were just looking down and like. But
Didn't we say that like the Nintendo ninjas got you or something?
Yeah, I was talking shit about something. I'm not sure what I was talking about, but they got me. They found my Discord name. They got me.
That was funny. Yeah.
Oh man! And then before we wrap up the chat, before we then go over our E3 personal favorite moment over the years, we have Demicro says Persona 5 Royal will come to Switch eventually. I bet soon after it reaches 100 million units.
Yeah.
Maybe with the Switch Pro will finally come. Maybe.
22. Oh, we don't need the Switch Pro for P5R.
No, we don't need it. But like maybe Atlas feels like they need it. I think that's what the issue is. Like because, as you know, David, they're finally getting into multi-platform releases, worldwide releases. They're finally dipping their toes in. So, that's why I think it's taking them so long. They're still dipping their toes in, putting their feet in, ankles deep right now in the water. They're about to go a little bit into the water. They may go back up the steps. Like, all right, it's a little too cold. I don't know about this many platform releases, but who knows?
Yeah, but the active P5R engine is already on Switch and it's flawless with Captain Full Body.
Exactly. So. Yeah, Full Body is already on the Switch, so it should be more than likely to have already happened, but it hasn't. So.
Yep.
But
I mean, we're talking about the company that was surprised that P4G sold well on PC. So
that's wild.
Especially 500,000 units in what was it, a month or 2 weeks?
That was in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was in 2 weeks, and it also broke the record of like most concurrent players for a JRPG on Steam.
I remember that too. Yeah, that was
wow.
Wow, that's surprising. Stupid Atlas.
They make great games, but I agree, David. They're just a little bit brain dead.
They're tone deaf. Yeah, they don't.
A lot of it.
They're not in touch with the community.
They're not in touch with the community. But let's go over some of our favorite moments through E3's history before we wind down. One of my favorite moments from E3 was when they officially unveiled Mario Odyssey, and they did a whole lowdown of the gameplay. They showed it off. It's what truly hooked me to get a Switch. And when I finally got to play Mario Odyssey after experiencing it at E3 and seeing how it looked, it still is one of the best games on the Switch, landslide.
Oh yeah,
no debate for me. It's in my top five. Yep, top five. But that's my personal favorite E3 moment. Let's go left to right. David, what's good? What's your favorite E3 moment from anyone? It doesn't have to be Nintendo. It could be for any game, any developer, any event that it happened at.
When you first said that we would do that, I had nothing, but then I kept thinking about ideas during the stream, and now I have 3 things.
Ooh, all right, go for it. You can say all 3.
First up, like what we used to do at E3 when I was in high school, like every single E3, we would group, me and 2 other of my friends, and we would get drunk watching E3 for the whole week. We would do that every single year. That was a really cool tradition, so that's a cool memory of mine. Second one is like a small little thing, but in Canada we don't have as many video game deals, like good prices on physical games, recent games. It really takes a long time before they drop in price. I follow guys like Wario64, and I see you guys' deals in the States, and they're like they appear way quicker than us. So one thing that's cool with E3, they used to do those deals where like if you pre-order a game that was announced at E3, you would get it for like $10 or $20 less. Really? That's a deal that we got in Canada. So that's also one thing that I really liked. And announcement-wise, easily FF7 remake. When they showed that in 2015, that was so epic. Like I'm getting shivers just thinking about that announcement.
Yeah,
that was
where they show that opening scene and walking through
the music and Midgard and all that was like, oh, that was a very epic moment for real.
It was. And what's funny, David, is you would think I'd mention the reveal of Kingdom Hearts 3 as the moment, but no, it's not. It's just not. But yo, Hunter, what's your favorite moment or moments from E3?
My absolute favorite has got to be E3 2016 Nintendo, where they basically won E3 just with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like a slam dunk, easy win for them because that's how good the game was. Like,
possibly the best trailer of all time too. Sorry
Yes.
to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you're right.
No, you're fine. The trailer was fantastic.
Crazy.
I'm pretty sure it made me cry. Not even gonna lie. Like it was so beautiful, and I was just like so ready for it because there was such a big gap between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, and the anticipation was crazy. And it was like it's coming out March 3rd, not that far away. Like I was so ready for it, and it convinced me to buy a Switch day one.
Yeah, for me, I played Breath of the Wild with my friends in my first playthrough because they bought the Switch day one. So I experienced the whole game playing with them, and
pass controllers.
Yeah. So like
nice.
So like I would climb a mountain and be like, oh, I don't have enough stamina, and then I die. So I passed the controller, and we basically did that for 3 days and finished the game. And then I, of course, eventually bought it on my own Switch and played it by myself. So I played through it twice, and Breath of the Wild is one of the best games on the Switch, easily.
Finished it in 3 days? How?
well, we went to each of the temples. We didn't sleep. We ordered for pizza a couple times. It's just how it went.
Damn. Y'all cranked it out. That's crazy.
We did, and there was 3 of us too, so it wasn't like it was just 2 of us. So like if someone did want to take a nap, they could.
Yeah, I have good memories of passing my controller, just showing my friends the game, and they loved it. Like it's just so damn good. It's one of the best open world games ever made, like easily.
A top 5 in open worlds. But
yeah.
Yo, Karl, what's some of your favorite E3 moments?
Well, I have one non-E3, surprise announcement memory, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Then I have one E3. The Nintendo DS is probably one of the biggest memories I have. I mean, there's the Wii U. I thought the Wii U was cool. Even then, I still thought it should have been called Wii 2, but, whatever.
Yeah.
We have the Switch, now we're good. But, with the DS, seeing those 2 screens for the first time, how's this thing play? What kind of games are we going to have? What's the implementation, of multiplayer going to be like? Because they were talking about local, wireless and all that nonsense too. And then they had that demo of Metroid Prime Hunters on there. And, that was kind of like my first experience with it, having the game on the top, the map on the bottom, and then being able to play your Game Boy games was really, really cool. But, I would say what really kind of made it special for me was this whole Mega Man nonsense. Because when the DS came out, that's when I was going through this really dark time, and Mega Man Battle Networks was there to save me.
Right.
But it's that you remember when Battle Networks 5 came out, and there was 2 different versions. There was the Proto Man version and the Colonel version, or whatever it's called. When they came out with the re-release of it, it was Team Colonel and Team Proto Man on one cartridge, and they called it Double Team. It was essentially 2 games in one, but one of the features of that game was when you're playing, on the grid or navigating through the internet, you were able to access basically every Navi from both versions of the game on the DS version.
You're in the Navi, like you're in the online,
yeah, exactly.
You're in the internet with your own Navi, and then you're
exactly. And the DS made that so much easier to do. Being able to talk to Mega Man, not really talk to him, but interact with him on the bottom screen.
Yeah. And
then when you're navigating through the internet, you can change your navis like on the fly. I thought that was kind of cool. And then obviously the first game I ever bought for it, before Double Team, was Mario 64 DS.
Yeah.
And
that was my first.
Yeah, it just had I had a lot of good memories with that.
Too.
Yeah, it was so good. And then my non-E3 memory was when they announced the re-release of Mega Man Battle Networks 1 on the DS, but implementing a new story, kind of intertwining with it, the Mega Man Star Force.
Right.
Because I don't know if you know this, because you like those sorts of games. Star Force takes place about 100 to 200 years after Battle Networks. So I was really kind of curious how they would implement the new changes into Battle Networks 1 using Star Force.
Yeah. I never actually got to experience the Star Force games. I know there was a couple, right? It wasn't just
Yeah, they're
one Star
trash
Force. There was-
compared to Battle Networks. They're trash, but like if you can get your hands on Mega Man Battle Network's Operation Shooting Star, you know, it's not released here in the States, but if you can get it, there's an English patch version of it somewhere.
just like
floating
Mother
around.
3. Just like Mother 3.
Yeah, like wink, wink.
Nudge,
but-
nudge, cough, cough.
Exactly. What was really big about that reveal at the time was, you know, Battle Network 6 ended on like such a really, you know, mellow tone, and fans of the series just wanted more, and I was one of them. So when they announced that, I mean, the same way Hunter kind of alluded to crying with, you know, Breath of the Wild, it's Mega Man Battle Networks for me is that game. Like if they re-release this rumored
Trilogy,
you know,
at
thing
least.
on the Switch, I'm gonna freaking drop dead on the spot. Like it's Battle Network
I hope
is
not,
it,
man.
and
Because I want to.
I'm not gonna-
I want to
I'm-
live to
I won't
play
be able to play
it.
it.
Exactly. Oh man.
it's that reveal just brought back so many memories. So I was really happy to see it, and it was on the 3D. It was on the DS, and I think that was the last game I bought on the DS too. Actually, I had to import that, but it was well worth it.
I don't even remember what the last game I bought on my DS was. I can't even remember. I can't even think about it. To be honest, I had so many games on my DS. It's impossible to recollect what was my last game. I'm not sure. But yo, VG.
That's
what were you saying, Hunter?
Oh, just real quick, I wanted to say that was definitely a good choice. Like that was a good E3 moment with the DS. I remember when they showed Mario 64 running on the DS, and that blew my mind as a kid.
Yeah,
for real.
Me too.
Sorry, I just wanted to mention that.
No, it's all good. It definitely was a big moment, man. It truly was. But VG, let us know your favorite moment or moments that you've experienced or seen from E3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Miyamoto for both. More recently, I loved when Miyamoto came out at the Ubisoft presentation with the bullet bill arm cannon
from Mario
Rabbids reveal. That was epic.
Yeah.
Like nobody expected it. It was so out of left field, and then like you guys standing ovation, and it just reminded like people who hadn't seen, you know, that because obviously live presentations are like starting to go away, like the power that could have.
Right.
So that was really cool.
The energy.
And obviously the OG one was Miyamoto with the sword for the Twilight Princess reveal on stage. I mean, like, just YouTube it. Like the thing was absolutely nuts when he came out and revealed it. I mean, it was, you know, that's the thing, you miss that live energy synergy, you know, with the crowd, and like those moments like that is where you like miss it, you know. So that's where, like, when I think of E3, like moments like that, those are the ones that like really stand out to me.
Yeah, like we've all had a ton of awesome moments, and for anyone here in the chat, we'll be talking for the next 13 minutes with any questions you guys have about your personal predictions for E3, some of your favorite E3 moments. Let us know some of your thoughts in the chat, and we'll go over all of your comments in the chat, guys.
Awesome, man. V-CiPz, actually, dude, I gotta get going.
All right, it's all good, man.
Thank you guys so much for having me. You know, at VG Mobster, you guys can follow me over there. And then, you know, again, awesome panel here, V-CiPz. You know, you're my homie, 100% click all the time.
Building it. Thank you for coming through, VG. I appreciate it, man.
Let's get it. Let's keep it going, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna jump on some of your streams too, V-CiPz.
Hell
for
yeah,
sure.
because I'll be streaming all week. It's going to be a great time, for sure. Thank you for coming through, VG. It's been a great
Thank you so
time.
much, guys.
Have a good one.
See you later, bro.
Have a good one, man.
All right,
Peace
take
out.
care.
All right, let me just organize. I have to change the layout every time something changes. Like David, like David, before when you got up and changed your camera, like I had to like move my thing on screen. I was like, oh crap, I have to move my because my camera was covering someone. So
I saw that. You were quick with it.
I'm gonna try to switch back to Discord on the PC, so just bear with me.
Oh, you're gonna do that right now? All right.
I'm gonna. Well, I mean, you shouldn't have to really organize anything, so you need to just
All right.
double check.
No biggie.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Anyone in the chat have any questions? You want to talk to us about E3 predictions and or your own favorite E3 memories? Let us know. And yeah, it worked perfectly. You're right. I
Nice.
didn't think that was gonna work like that. That's awesome. But
My biggest freak out moment though that wasn't E3 was probably the SMT5 announcement,
Yo.
January 2017 Switch presentation. That killed me.
Yo,
Like, I was at work and I dude, ask the manager that was there at the time. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was
and
screaming.
he's like, what are you doing? What are you going crazy about?
Bill,
What,
like,
what'd you win the lottery? It's like, did you win
Yeah,
the
that was
lottery? I
almost
got
that, yeah.
SMT5.
It's better than the lottery.
Oh man, but yo, I think what's hilarious is like that clip of you seeing that,
Yeah,
and Kina
last year?
Arakami edited it to make it say
Yeah.
2022, and it's like, oh my god, 2022. I thought that's hilarious.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Don't worry, he's in the shadow realm. He ain't coming out anytime soon.
I hope he's still in the chat and he heard that though.
Oh, he definitely is. Yo, if we can hit 40 likes, that'd be awesome. Smash that like button, guys. Keep getting that hype going, E3 hype. And like I said, we'll be wrapping up in about 10 more minutes. So I appreciate you all coming through for today's broadcast, episode 44. So any questions you guys have about anything you want to talk about, E3 predictions that you guys may have, and or your favorite E3 moments, let us know as you wind down.
We have a good one in the chat there from Matthias saying the one from Nintendo where they played as a band on stage was hilarious. That
that
Wii
one was
music.
cringe.
We music
That was-
cringe.
Super
so
cringe.
It was extremely cringe. Yeah, that's a good one.
embarrassing.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
good,
so
good
bad.
Good old classic was Miyamoto on stage for Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
with
too
the
young for
sword and
that, but-
shield.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rewatched that E3 and man, that's epic.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to remember. There was one. Was it with Smash where they announced like that everyone was here? They did that at E3. Was that
Yeah,
when they did it.
2018.
Yeah, 2018 E3. Yeah, when they did that, I remember just jumping up like everyone's here. Like I was losing.
Yeah,
it.
that was a cool
super
one.
hype. Super hype.
Even 2019, like dude, Hero and Benjo, like
Yo,
the Smash
that was-
reveals are
yeah.
always so hype. Like it's, I can't
That-
wait to see. Like that's the thing. I played like 60 hours of Smash Ultimate. I'm not a massive fan, but those reveals are like the best thing.
The
out
best
there.
adrenaline of
They're
hype.
crazy hype.
So epic, yeah, so epic,
Yeah.
man. I swear, if we have an SMT rep this year, I'll
You'll put
I'll
500
play.
hours in.
Oof. And
Put more
I really
hours.
want like my most wanted character is either Phoenix Wright or Kiryu from Yakuza.
Yo, I need to see Kiryu from.
Like
Yakuza.
even over an SMT rep. So,
Yeah.
man, I want any of those three picks, and yeah, I'll freak out.
Some dude
Yeah.
says, all I'm gonna say is my body is ready. Best thing to come from E3 ever. That's a
That's
good,
true.
That's a meme
That's
that
one of the best
transcends.
quotes from Reggie.
Yep. Oh my god. And then figure drawing agreeing with you, David, saying, yeah, Canada's slow. I guess.
Yeah.
Like with like some
The
of the stuff you were
prices.
mentioning earlier, the price decreases and all that. Takes a while. And Dank says, look at this panel of peeps. And yo, Hunter, Dank says.
What's up, Dang?
And earlier, Mateus said 2015, wasn't it 2013 for Final Fantasy VII and then Kingdom Hearts 3? And then you clarified in the chat, David, nope, 2015 alongside Horizon and Uncharted. And that's for Final Fantasy VII. Kingdom Hearts
Yep.
3, however, that did originally reveal in 2013. And then they spent 4 years not really showing much about it. Then what else? We have 3D Donkey Kong and Odyssey engine. We actually were talking about that a little bit earlier, but I think we want it to be 3D. A lot of us here want it to be 3D, but from what the rumors say, it's supposed to be 2D or at least 2.5. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Donkey Kong deserves another shot at 3D. Like, we need something else,
Especially
just
this
like
year.
Donkey Kong 64. Like, it's just a shame that they only took one shot at it. Like, I would love that. If they announce a 2D Donkey Kong, I'll still be excited. I'll still play it. I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan.
Yep.
It's the 40th anniversary this year, so I think it is likely we'll see something from Donkey Kong. I would love a 3D game.
Me too. Demico says, my favorite was how Xbox failed and Sony literally did the opposite with the PS4. I think that was in 2012 or 2013. I'm not sure which year that was when that happened. But I remember that. Like, the Microsoft showed, they're like, oh, you have the camera here for whatever it was called, the Kinect, and it will watch you all the time. Like,
that
and
was
people
the
were
worst.
like,
dude.
nah, we're good. And
Yeah,
then-
people switched over to PS4 after that.
literally, and then when they clarified 2 days later, no, it's not like that, even though it really was.
Yeah.
Everyone
No, they shot themselves in the foot for that E3.
I think they shot themselves in the foot, cut their foot off, and then decided, hey, why don't I cut my whole leg off? Might as well. I don't have a foot.
For real. Oh, yeah. They fucked up.
They did. And we have a few more comments in the chat. Captain Chess says, I predicted Mega Man on being released as two massive games, Team Mega Land and Team Proto Chad. That could be a possibility. Like, what do you think, Karl?
I hate to burst your bubbles. I've been holding this one in for the entire stream. We're not if we get a Battle Networks game, I'm gonna be.
Won't
really
be
happy.
new, right?
No, that's not happening. Capcom's working on a port of Mega Man X Dive, and I don't know if you know about this game. It's basically a gacha style game. So and it's trash. It's coming to Steam.
Gacha.
And yeah, you have all these different characters from all the universes, and you get the armor parts and the swords and the guns and the blasters and the busters and all this crap for each character, but it's kind of like Overwatch where you're opening up a loot crate and you randomly get like, hey, you get Mega Man Volnut, you can use him now from Mega Man Legends, or hey, you can use Seal. Like, who gives a shit about Seal? I mean, she's like in the background sending Mega Man X on missions and shit. But I generally think that if we see anything Mega Man related, it's gonna be that, and it's gonna suck. Because I have it on my phone, and it's you get to a certain point, and it's like you can't get anywhere without buying shit.
It's one of those games where you need to buy to play. It's pay to win.
I don't know how the console version or the Steam version is going to work, but I know on mobile, because it's made by Capcom Korea.
Right.
It's like ridiculously expensive just to get the currency you need to revive yourself if you die. Because it gets insanely hard for no reason.
Just a spike of difficulty, I guess. But we actually have a few more comments left, actually.
Like, it's really bad. Really bad.
I hate when games do that, where it's like it spikes out of nowhere. But we have two
crazy.
more comments left before we wrap up. We have Mateus in chat says, "There's the Ridge Racer one too from Sony. It was great." There's a Ridge Racer from Sony. What does anyone know exactly on that?
I'm not sure.
Nope.
I'm not necessarily that sure either. And then Armchair says, for the final message of the stream, the Ridley's reveal at E3 2018, that was unbelievable.
That was dope.
Yo,
that was sick.
Again,
So sick.
Smash reveals. You can't go wrong with Smash reveals. They're always epic. Even when it's a character that you don't care about, it's still hype. Like, for example, I know, Hunter, you're a big fan, like Banjo. I didn't grow up with Banjo, and I don't really care for 3D platformers, but I was really excited for guys like you during that reveal. Like, that's the power of Smash reveals, and plus that reveal was really cool too with the little troll. Because even I knew that was Banjo. I was like, oh shit, it's Banjo.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. Man, shout out to Smash reveals, man. They're awesome.
Especially all the recent ones where they're just killing Mario and Luigi the whole time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he got spiked by Sephiroth's blade.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
Sephiroth's reveal
too.
was amazing.
Yeah, it was so
During
good.
the Game Awards, I was like, oof, I was streaming that and I freaked out when they revealed it, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, they kicked it off with that reveal too.
Yeah, too. That surprised me too, because I thought they would. Yeah, I would have thought they wanted to keep the Smash reveal near the end, since some people were watching the whole show just for that. So, I don't know. That felt weird to me.
Yeah, well, I think that about wraps it up. It's getting dark in our rooms. We didn't get up to turn on our lights in here. So for me and David,
Sunny in here, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sunny where you're at. It's 3:44 where you're at, right?
It's 2:44 right now.
2:44.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, you can go out and get some sun. I'm gonna go and get some dinner.
If I get sun, I'm just gonna turn into a lobster, man.
Yo, it's hard to tell, but I actually have sunburn. It's hard to tell. It's easier to tell when it's dark, but man.
Yeah, I just got back from Florida. I got burnt.
Yeah, like I was outside for 40 minutes the other day, and my shoulders got crisped, and I'm like, okay, great. Glad to know I'm still
pale.
Pasty. But yo, thank you to everyone coming to the stream today, and thank you so much, VG Mobster and David and Karl and Hunter, thank you guys all for coming through for this episode of the broadcast. And if you guys ever want to be on the show again, of course, you guys are always welcome back on. If you ever want to come on for a specific topic like that you guys are interested in, that's in your like field, of course, you guys can always hop on. So thank you guys so much for your support. To those who are watching the stream, thank you so much, Liquidly, and thank you so much to B-Leaf, and thank you so much to St. Lou for the dono hypes throughout the stream. Thank you so much as well to everyone who's been hanging out. Matthew, Edson, Armchair, Mateus, thank you guys, as well as Captain Chaz, B-Leaf, Demi-Crow, Knife Life, Dink Mean, Figure Drawing, VG Mobster, everyone who's in the chat. Everyone was in the chat tonight talking to everyone. It was a great time. King Narukami came through, and from the Shadow Realm. Decepticon, Rescue Squad, Relish, thank you guys for coming through. Everyone who's been here today, Nindy Gamer, you guys are awesome. Some Dude, Matthew Hammond stopped by too. Crit Astra, thank you guys. Thank you guys all for being here. You guys are the best. Super Gamer Guy 64, and Rushy, the I always have a hard time saying the names sometimes. What was the name? I was scrolling through the chat and I lost it. Oh my, hold on. Rushy,
shout out to everyone for watching.
Rushy the LR, no. Rushy the RL. Rushy the RLDG. I'm not sure how I kept messing that up. And shouts also to the Yellow Kazoo. Thank you all so much for being here today. We're going to start wrapping up with everyone's outros. David, you want to go first?
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for having me on, dude. It's been fun. I know I've been trying to get on your show for a while now, but you're always doing your shows kind of late for me, so tonight was cool.
Usually it's Wednesdays at 10 o'clock, but we were able to get it going today.
Bro, I'm asleep at 10 o'clock, so most of the time. But yeah, it's been fun. E3 predictions are always great, and it was nice chatting with you guys. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Of course, anytime. And it's always a great time when I'm on your show, the Demon Appreciation Podcast, of course, as well. It's always a great time. And if anyone wants to check out any of the channels here, you guys, everyone who's in the chat, make sure you guys subscribe to all their channels. Check them out. The links are in the description. And don't forget, if you're here, subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed today's stream. Hunter, anything else for your outro?
Yeah, you guys can check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/HunterN64. I'm definitely going to be streaming the Nintendo Direct, so check me out over on my channel. I do variety stuff. I'm a huge Metroid and Zelda fan. But yeah, thank you so much for having me, DC. I really appreciate it. It was great talking with you guys.
It's always a blast. And talking E3, like, time went like that. It went right by.
For real.
Yeah. And shout outs to Karl too. Thank you for coming through as well, Karl. Let everyone know where you're at. Me. Of course, anytime.
Yeah, you guys can find me over at twitch.tv/Karl_Rocco. I stream single player content across pretty much every genre you can think of. I also play competitive multiplayer like Destiny and Overwatch. I know Destiny's not everybody's cup of tea, but that's basically what I play. And you can find me on Twitter as well at krock_82. But thank you guys for having me. Thank you, David, Hunter, and V-CiPz for like chilling out with me and talking some games.
Of course, anytime.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you guys for coming through. I'm always down to do this again if any of you guys interested, of course. Like, let's say a specific game comes out that you guys like. If you guys want to be like, yo, let's talk about it this week, you guys can always hop on. So thank you all so much. And VG Mobster, of course, thank you for coming through too, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much to everyone coming through. Matthew Edson, thank you for coming through too. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, definitely have yourself a good one. For those who are here, and in case if anyone here is new, we do have live streams pretty much every day. And with E3, I'm streaming, of course, today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and back on Wednesday with the broadcast again. So thank you guys for coming through. I really appreciate it. And yo, I'll see you guys later, yo. Have a good one, guys.
Take care.
Peace out.
Good time, everybody. Later.
Yo, shout outs to everyone coming through.
Real
Been a
true.
blast.
100%.
So we're gonna begin wrapping up. Not sure why the Zoom just stopped working. Hold on. Come on. Something's up with my Zoom. I think it's because the light. There we go. Okay. But yo, shout outs to everyone who came through to the stream today. You guys are awesome. The 100% click came through. You guys are awesome. And yeah, Liquidly and St. Lou, you guys were tied for the Ultra 100%er of the stream. So thank you guys for your support. Shout outs to everyone who came to watch. Shout outs to everyone who enjoyed the discussions that we had today for the broadcast. episode 44 E3 predictions. Tomorrow, we have our Super Smash Bros. 100% Click Community Tournament. Anyone who wants to enter, you guys are welcome to enter if you'd like. Beely, if you can get the link in the chat, you guys can check that out and have a chance to hop in and to join in this tournament. It's going to be tomorrow. I believe we have some more spots left, and you can have a chance at first place $40, second place $20, and third place $10. So first place $40 and winning a Smash Bros. Tournament, that's dope. So check it out. Join our community 100% Click and get in on all this action and perks and benefits too. Thank you so much, St. Lou. And of course, Karl, Rocco, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, yo. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Thank you so much, Mateus. Thank you so much, Liquid Lee. Thank you so much, Armchair, Captain Chaz, Demi Crow. Everyone coming through with that hype, Dear Wilson, everyone. Thank you guys all for coming through to this episode of the broadcast. I will see you all tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the Super Smash Bros. Click Community Tournament. And then later that night, we're doing a live reaction stream. So basically, live after the fact. I'm reacting to it. The Devolver Digital presentation. So I hope you guys are excited for that tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. And I hope to see you all next time. Which is tomorrow, obviously. And thank you once again to David, Hunter, Fiji Monster, and Karl for coming through for an awesome episode of the broadcast. And thank you all for watching. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.